everybody, and welcome to our coverage of Sullivan High School sports on KTUI Radio. Today's game is being brought to you in part by Merrimack Tire, Strasser Senior Services, Coldwell Banker Reeves Realtors, Sullivan Bank, Peterson Oil Company, STR Technologies, Hanson Land and Title Company, Jerry's RCA, Dace Insurance, Bugsy ZX Convenience Store, and Missouri Baptist Sullivan Hospital. It's time now to send it out to the game for today's coverage of high school sports on KTUI Radio. To Sullivan Eagle baseball from Busch Stadium here on KTUI 102.1 FM. And our audio is being aired today on the KTUI YouTube channel, so you can pass the word along. If you can't get it on the radio, they can check it out on YouTube. I had a chance to talk with Eagles head coach Ian Whitson before the game. We'll hear from the coach right after this from our pregame interview sponsor, Sullivan Ace Hardware.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you. Nope, you have a list of things and Ace has them from lawn and garden brands you trust. We also have local experts who make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top. Sullivan Ace Hardware, 252 South Service Road East in Sullivan.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
I'm talking with Eagles head coach Ian Whitson as they get ready to take on Lutheran South here at Busch Stadium today. Coach, it's a tremendously exciting day for you, the coaches, the kids, just the whole school.
Absolutely. Again, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a lot of these kids. So, we've been looking forward to this since December. I know the kids have been looking forward to this for a long time, too. So, again, for us, the big thing for us is building memories today. So, obviously there's a baseball game to be won. We definitely want to win it, but we also want to go ahead and get that experience for all of our kids. So, again, if it's appropriate to go ahead and get those kids in, we'll definitely do that. But overall, we're all pretty excited.
I noticed you brought everybody that's got a number listed in the program. And it's just such a great thing for those young guys to experience.
Absolutely. Again, for us, this is definitely a varsity game. We're going to go ahead and play, straight varsity through 7. But, if we have the opportunity there in the 8th and the 9th, because we do get to play 9 innings here or an hour and a half or 2.5 hours, if we get an opportunity there in the 8th and the 9th to go ahead and get those other guys in, we definitely will. So we want them in uniform. We want them dressed because, again, we also want to go ahead and get them that memory if it's all possible for us. So, if nothing else, we're going to be guaranteed an opportunity to go ahead and warm up on the field, be able to be in the dugout. And, again, it's that by itself is awesome.
All right, you're taking on Lutheran South. Team comes in, I think 14-4 was the record that I saw. Tough competition. Looking at their schedule, but it's not so much about the other team today. It's just about the Eagles and the experience they're going to have.
Absolutely. Again, as far as the game perspective is concerned, if we do our job, whoever's in the game, whatever moment, we should be successful. We have a dominant arm there on the mound with Drake Gower. Whoever comes in behind him is going to go ahead and fill it up as well. So, again, overall for us, we feel pretty good where we're at. We're definitely going to go ahead and get guys in. But overall, again, the main thing is for us is this is going to be, an experience builder for us. So, we want them to have this memory, 10, 20, 30 years from now and be able to tell their kids about it.
Yeah, I'm guessing the message is play well, try to win, but have fun.
Absolutely. Again, every game's a play well, have fun, and want to win. But, overall, again, There's games that are must-wins. There are games that you definitely want to try to win. There's games that that you want to be able to win and have a little bit of fun. Today is one of those games, so you want to go ahead and win, but you also at the same time, let's have a little bit of fun. Let's go ahead and go out there, build some memories. We definitely want to go out there and get a dub. But overall for us, the big thing for us is again building that memory for a lot of our kids.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck to you and the Eagles today.
Thanks, Bobby.
And that, of course, is Ian Whitson, head coach of the Sullivan Eagles, with the visit before the game today. They are introducing all the Eagle players. They'll do the same for Lutheran South. I believe Lutheran South is the home team today. Eagles are wearing their special black jerseys that they had made for this. It's got Eagles across the front in gold with the gold numbers and names on the back and a Busch Stadium patch on the sleeve. They look pretty sharp. I'd like to see them keep those around. Of course, with the gold bill caps with the white front and the black mesh back. Lutheran South is in the all-gold look with the black numbers. Sullivan in the third base dugout and the first base dugout for Lutheran South. Both pitchers have warmed up and come in, so we're going to be getting started here in just a little bit after Lutheran South gets introduced, and it'll take a little bit to go through their roster as well, as both teams have brought anybody and everybody that they could squeeze on a bus. I think John McReynolds' wife is up on the big board there. John's going to be helping me out today. And, John, first off, thanks for coming down and helping me out. And your wife's down taking pictures on the field, and she's getting a little notoriety here.
Yeah. She looked pretty good up there. Looked good on the big screen.
All right. Again, I just got done talking with Coach Whitson, and, the main focus today is, relish the experience.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, this is an iconic ballpark. I mean, there's so much history and Cardinals Nation. You don't even have to talk about it. If you know, you know. And just to be able to step foot on an MLB park, yet alone get to play in a game in a major league stadium, what an opportunity! What an opportunity!
And really, you're going to send the kids out there. You're going to go with your regular varsity lineup. You're going to come out. You're going to try and win the game. But when it's all said and done, if you get an opportunity to get as many players as possible into the game, just to say, I was out there, I was a part of it. I ran the bases at Busch Stadium, and it wasn't one of the kids' things after the Cardinal game. It's just something that these guys, as you mentioned, will remember for a long, long time. And, Coach told me, he said, we're going to try and work this in as kind of a regular thing. And one thing I want to put out here right now is thanks to the community.
Yeah, absolutely. Traveled very well.
They sold, I think he told me 672 tickets.
Oh, wow.
In the Sullivan community. And
looking at the crowd, I believe.
Well, yeah, and if you're talking about crowd size, Lutheran South being right here in St. Louis, off to our right, has maybe, what do you think, 100 people?
Maybe. I was going to say not even a third.
Yeah.
Probably a quarter of them.
And then you look over here on the left, and Sullivan, over kind of between the dugout and home plate, is a bunch of Sullivan fans wearing the white shirts that they had made up.
Yep.
And so they've turned out for the game. They turned out buying tickets. Businesses supported. A lot of businesses bought tickets and then gave them away. So big thank you from us, and I know from the team, to the Sullivan community. That's, I think he told me that 512 tickets was their break-even point.
Oh, wow. Great.
And so, they're around 160 tickets over, and that's all money that goes right back to the baseball program. It allows them to buy things. Maybe it goes toward uniforms, or it goes towards baseballs, or it goes towards whatever it goes toward, but it'll help out the program. So we want to jump in there and say a big thank you to the Sullivan community for that support.
Now, and Bobby, I don't know, I heard a couple rumors where one was a free hot dog and a free drink with our ticket. That turned out to be a false, fake news.
Yeah.
But then, too, I've also heard that the regular varsity, we're going to do regular guys through 7, because they typically play 7.
Yeah.
And then those last 2 innings, kind of as a gentleman's agreement, they're going to get the guys in. Just like you said, I don't remember what I hit when I was a junior in high school. I don't remember it, but I know I didn't play at Busch Stadium.
Yeah.
These kids won't remember their batting average. They'll remember the people, and they'll take this and remember it for all their days.
Oh, yeah. Moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles over taking pictures, so they'll have it. They'll have the phones and the pictures and everything for years to come. But, yeah, they'll play basically the 7, as you mentioned, and then after that, the last couple of innings, it's just kind of let's get some kids in the ball game. And it may be you'll have, some kids will come in and bat, some kids will come in and run. You'll have, of course, some that'll go out and play in the field. But it's just, Sullivan brought everybody, all the freshmen, everybody is here. Lutheran South looks like they pretty well brought their entire roster today. And for this experience, that's the big part about it. Lutheran South comes in, actually have played a few more games than Eagles. They're 14-14. Coming off the 7-4 win over Summit earlier this week, I guess back on Friday. But they lost a couple before that, and then had a 5-game winning streak, including a win over Washington. They beat Luther North twice, beat Principia, won at Vianney. Some other wins. They actually went down to Tampa, Florida, for a tournament to start the season. Hey, talk about an experience.
Yeah, no doubt.
And didn't do too bad. They went 2-4, but you're talking about teams from New Jersey, from Florida, and all over the place down there. A couple of academies. And,
baseball down south. That's a whole other thing, man. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, it's a way of life down there. But I've got wins over Priory, Martin Luther, Wisconsin. They went to Wisconsin for a tournament up there.
Yeah.
Been all over. So they beat Duchesne a couple of times, and Duchesne's a good ball club. So this is it's a quality team that they're going to be facing. Eagles coming off a win against Salem on Saturday down at Salem Tournament. Struggled a bit on Friday in the pool play games against Waynesville. Got the walk-off win, and then just never could get anything going against a good pitcher from Licking. So it was good to see a nice bounce back game for them on Saturday.
No doubt about it. And, that Licking game, I was there and got to watch it. And, from a high school baseball standpoint, that's as good as a high school team that I've seen in a while. I mean, top down, they had strong arms. They were well coached. They took care They took care of the little things, so the big things were possible. They hustled. They made the routine plays routine, and they come out on top that night.
Yeah, and again, I was told that was their number 2 pitcher.
Right, and he was throwing 90-ish.
Yeah, upper 80s, low 90s with a wicked slider.
Yep.
And that really tore up the Eagles. All right, we're going to have the national anthem, so we'll take a break for that, and we'll come back then and get some starting lineups after you hear these messages.
Coldwell Banker Reeves Realtor in Sullivan has a staff of agents with over 165 years of combined experience. Whether you're buying or selling, the knowledgeable professionals at Coldwell Banker Reeves Realtor will help guide you through this difficult process. They utilize all the modern tools available like CirclePix marketing, Facebook, and other social media platforms. Find out all the ways they can help by visiting the website at coldwellbankerreeves.com. Call 573-468-4422 or stop by their new office at 400 Cumberland Way, Suite K in Sullivan.
At Sullivan Bank, we are committed to being a step up in service. We support our customers through every chapter of life. This includes your business endeavors, which is why we offer our Sullivan Bank Business app, where you can deposit your business checks, make transfers, and receive real-time alerts. Stop by Sullivan Bank today to experience a step up in service for yourself.
All right, we've had the national anthem. Teams return to the dugouts. We'll do some announcements here. The umpires are behind home plate. We'll have I think they've had the exchange of lineups. And Lutheran South heads into their dugout. I don't know if they're going to put a lineup up on the scoreboard or not. We did not get a starting lineup from Lutheran South. It may be something that we have to just kind of pick as we go along here this evening. I do have Sullivan's and their visiting team, so we'll go ahead and give that. Gavin Schmidt, the senior shortstop, lead it off. He'll wear number 11. Batting second in right field today, freshman number 10, Landon Doza. Batting at third and pitching, it'll be the junior number 8, Drake Gower. Batting cleanup and catching, senior number 22, Dayton Skaggs. Batting fifth at third base, sophomore number 23, Chase Blue. Batting sixth in the DH today, sophomore number 7, Mitchell Garner. He'll be hitting for the first baseman, number 3, Dylan Parker, and Dylan's a junior. Batting seventh at second base, sophomore number 6, Nolan Ulrich. And batting in the 8th spot in left field will be junior number 5, Seth Valley. And batting ninth in center field, senior number 15, Cambrian Koch. Eagles are coached by Ian Whitson, assisted by Jordan Mell, Chris Poore, Joe Smart, and Brian Imicus. The coaches are bringing lineups out. I know a couple of local umpires. Ryan Okenfuss from Owensville is going to be out there on the field. And is it Chuck Gregory or Clark?
I think it's
Chuck. Anyway, he's from down in our neck of the woods, let's put it that way. He's got home plate today. He's done some Sullivan games before. Knows a lot of the kids. So and then they've got 2 umpires from the St. Louis area. So we will have 4 umpires out on the field for this game. I don't know about Lutheran South. It's been a while since I've been to their baseball field. But I do know the Eagles ought to be used to a big park.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, this year was the first year in 7 that we've seen a ball fly out, and it was against the Borgia game.
Yeah.
Their number 3 or 4 guy hit one out, and then Chase Blue turned around and hit one out of there too. The last one, if you remember, the walk-off home run by Cody McKinney.
Yep.
Nothing in extras, and it's hard to believe that was 7 years ago, but
yeah,
balls just don't get out of that yard too often.
Now, Busch Stadium may be a little bit deeper down the lines, not by a whole lot, but I think Sullivan is actually deeper to center field. Coach Whitson told me it's probably, center field and Sullivan's probably in that 405 to 410 range.
I buy that. Yep.
And then the power alleys are probably similar. It's going to be around 375 or so here in the alleys, and it's probably 365 to 370 in the alleys at Sullivan. So These guys are used to having a lot of ground to cover in the outfield. But boy, wouldn't that be something for one of these kids
ride one out
to
of here.
ride one out of here today. You talk about putting up a memory now.
That's right.
You know,
you might hear you and I get a little loud on that.
I can guarantee you I will. I will more than I'll be screaming so loud I'll have to turn the volume down here. But you know, and it's a fantastic experience. And again, congratulations to the Eagles. And you know, I told him, Coach Whitson, it'd be all right with me if they make this a regular thing.
Oh my gosh,
you know,
absolutely.
I had an opportunity years and years ago. Actually, I think before I got into radio. I was doing PA announcing over at Owensville, and they came down and played.
I remember that. Yep.
And I came down, and back in old Bush 2, you know, so I'm kind of telling everybody how old I am. But down behind home, to the left of home plate on the third base side, they had a little cubby down there. And that's where the guy with the radar gun would sit. They had a little table down there. And then the guy, the head groundskeeper, would be sitting down there, so he'd have access to all stuff. And there was a little hallway down to the old clubhouse and stuff. And I sat down there, and they just plugged in a microphone. They didn't have wireless. They just old plug-in mic. And whoever was setting me up asked me if I brought headphones. And I'm like, well, I didn't think about it. No, I was told they'd have it. He goes, well, I'll get you a set of headphones. And then after I made my first announcement, I understood why I needed headphones. Because that echo, you know, old Bush 2, it was really bad. Yeah. But, yeah, it was something. So let's see if we can pick up a number, too. Some of these guys from Lutheran South. No, they don't have anything posted up on the scoreboard. Now they turn the lights on, so that's good news. Waiting for the pitcher to kind of...
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. 30?
30?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like 30.
All right.
That's Graves.
Yeah, that would be...
And we got Voss behind the plate, number 12.
Okay, so 12 Voss behind the plate, and 30 Graves.
And Bumer, number 8 at third. The shortstop would be number 4. And that is Turbrock.
All right, so I'll get those from you here in a second. Okay. So we got Brennan Graves is out on the mound. And you said Tyler Voss is behind the plate. So Gavin Schmidt will lead it off, and we'll kind of pick these numbers and everything up as we go along. Gavin will step in with a .370 batting average, right-handed batter. Graves on the year comes in with a record of 1-4. He's thrown the most innings for him, 33 2/3. An ERA of 3.33, 6'4", and 180 pounds. He's given up 38 hits. And the defense, the third baseman, first baseman, even with the bag, third baseman in a bit. First pitch is fouled back and over the screen up in the stands. Bounces off the back row and back down. It's going to be a fight for the loose balls today. Let's see. Graves struck out 36, walked 12. The 0-1 delivery is a swing and a miss on a high fastball. So down in the count 0-2 is Gavin Schmidt. And you know there's got to be some nerves.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
You know, it's just a matter of kind of settling down. That pitch is high for ball. We are just a little bit to the left of home plate, back at the kind of the back part of the field box areas. Not a bad little spot to be.
Yeah, good view up here.
Lined up in the pitch by Graves, and a swing and a miss at a high hard one. And the first down is a swinging strikeout of Gavin Schmidt. And I know, John, you've seen this, and I brought up probably a little bit too much on the air. But Eagles here lately have been really susceptible to that high fastball.
Yeah, you know, those elevated pitches, the old eyes get big. It looks like a beach ball coming in there, and it's hard to get on top of a high fastball and drive it. But, boy, they look good coming in.
Landon Doza steps in, right-handed batter. He swings at the first pitch, fouls it back to the screen. Both the Eagle batters so far have gone after the first pitch.
I like the aggression early in the count. I mean, as a pitcher, you're taught, get ahead in the count, throw a strike, fill up the zone. So as a hitter, what should you be doing? You got to be up there hacking. I like it.
The center fielder is playing Doza a little bit toward right center. Reaches out, pops one up on the infield. Third baseman, now shortstop, calls him off and makes the out. So pop up to short for out number 2, reaching for a pitch low and away. Drake Gower will step in. Drake 447, and these stats for Sullivan hitting are before the Salem tournament. They hadn't, when I checked them this morning, hadn't been updated to include the 3 games at Salem. Now, they didn't do the lines around the batter's box at home plate, so these guys, they can get as deep as they want to get, I guess. First pitch to Drake is off the plate outside low for ball 1. Dayton Skaggs will wait on deck. Yeah, they took everything up. They'll chopper to the right side, fielded by first base, and he slips. But the pitcher, Graves, gets over in plenty of time to cover. And a 3-1 on the putout as the Eagles go in order in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We played a half inning, and there's no score.
Today's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, all of us here at KTUI Radio and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
So Eagles go 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first inning. Drake Gower out on the hill taking his warm-up tosses. Eagles defensively. Chase Blue at third, Gavin Schmidt at shortstop, Nolan Ulrich at second. Dylan Parker mans first base today with Drake pitching. Behind the plate is Dayton Skaggs. In left field, Seth Valley, Cam Koch in center, and Landon Doza in right field defensively for the Eagles. And again, we'll pick up these Lutheran South batters and their order as they come up. 8 pitches in the first inning for Graves.
Pretty efficient.
Drake?
Yeah, that record of Lutheran South is kind of it's not accurate, I don't think, of what you're going to see on the field today.
Yeah.
Because if you look at some of those teams they've played, played some very good schools and played them, even the losses. You got a 6-4, a 3-2, a 1-0, a 2-1.
Yeah.
And so our boys are going to have to play some pretty good baseball today to stay in this ball game.
Going to have to, and as you mentioned, talking about licking, and Coach has mentioned this many times, you got to make the routine plays, and if you can, make the non-routine play from time to time.
Yep.
But the routine plays, if you make those, then you don't.
Yeah, we got number 4, Connor Turbrock, leading off things for Lutheran South. Lutheran South in their all gold and black trimmed jerseys and pants.
Got the high socks.
Look good. I like them.
So Gower on the mound. Turbrock steps in. First pitch he hits is going to go into right center for a base hit. And getting it back in will be Landon Doza. So 1 pitch and a base hit. Turbrock with a .432 average. Number 8, Henry Boimer, Beumer, stands in, and he's got a .309 average. 17 hits, 13 singles, 3 doubles, a triple, and 12 RBI. Shows bunt, runner goes, got a great jump, throw down, not in time as he slides in safely.
Pitch was a ball.
Yeah. Drake has got that, 6'6", 6'7". He's got that high leg kick. And got a little bit of a pause at the top of it.
Yeah, and as an old catcher, of course, bases are stolen off of pitchers. I mean, it goes without saying, but as coming out of a catcher's mouth, especially, you're going to hear that.
Pitches inside for a ball, left-handed batter. 2-0 the count. Turbrock down at second with the single on the first pitch and a stolen base on the next pitch. Schmidt trying to keep him close. There's a fastball up and away. And 3-0 the count. Now, Drake didn't have his best game against Licking the other night. Went 3 through a lot of pitches. And there's a fastball, top of the zone.
The thing, though, I've noticed about Drake, he seems to have had a velo jump this year. And a lot of times when that happens, they got to relearn how to throw, a little bit and locate. And I think that might be some of what we're seeing there.
Foul ball to the screen on the left side. Ooh, they've got a door open down there. I'm surprised umpires let them get by with that. The door to the field from the bleachers down there, down in the green seats. So with 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Drake will work from the belt. Check the runner. Schmidt trying to keep him close. Now to the plate. Swing and a miss. Pounded a high fastball by him.
Very good pitch. Again, like we said a little bit ago, that high fastball is a good spot for it. You're not going to drive it. The best thing that kid's going to do is foul that off. Live to see another one. But Drake spotted that well and got him out.
So Mac Floyd, number 9, is the next batter. 3-hole. Right-handed batter. Closed stance. Off the plate a little bit. Can't tell how deep in the box he is. Goes after the first pitch. It was top of the zone, about a letter high. Fouls it straight back to the screen.
Notice he stepped in the bucket pretty hard on that. If I was Skaggs, I'd probably be looking to work him soft and out.
Something off speed, slider, change it up. Start off with the knees, break off the plate. Drake again checking the runner, comes home, and foul back. Another aggressive swing. And again, you mentioned sort of like Cam does sometimes, takes that big step, opens himself up toward third base. Speaking of third, Chase is off the line about 3-4 steps, and about 2 steps behind the bag. Parker even with the bag at first. Off speed, bye-bye.
Beautiful, beautiful located pitch. Slider, frozen, and we got 2 outs now.
And stepping in, number 14, Vince Dalton. Another left-handed batter. Comes in with a 250 average. First pitch to him a little bit low off the plate outside for ball 1. Dalton with 16 hits. You can tell they play more games. They got guys here approaching 100 plate appearances.
Yeah, for high school, that's a lot.
That's a bunch. Next one, that's again off speed, low and inside this time. 2 balls, no strikes. Cam Koch in center field, maybe a step to pull toward left. Left fielder is Valley. He's over toward the line. Straight away and right for Doza. Swing and a miss late on that one as Drake burned the fastball by him. They've got a video up on the board. And I was told by one of the guys that's been kind of helping us out directing traffic, he said they're going to have replay available. They'll put it up on the board. Now, it's not like it's an official replay, but they'll put it up on the board. Ball grounded to second. Nice play there by Ulrich.
Nice play.
And he'll flip over to Dylan Parker for the out, ranging over toward first base. So a leadoff single and a stolen base. He's left stranded. In the inning for Lutheran South, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. We played a full inning, and there's no score.
Before heading out on vacation, make sure your vehicle is in tip-top condition. Merrimack Tire Center does all types of engine repair, including exhaust repair, oil and lube service, alignments, and of course brand name tires. Getting your car in tip-top shape can keep you from getting stranded. Make an appointment with Merrimack Tire by calling 468-8400. Merrimack Tire is located at 635 East Springfield in Sullivan, with hours Monday through Friday till 6 p.m. and Saturdays till 5. Merrimack Tire Center helps you keep your car running smooth.
So if you need it.
Yeah. All right, so we're back. We're trying to get the positions for the Lutheran South. Again, we did not get provided a lineup card for them, so we're trying to kind of pick some of these guys up as they go out defensively. So I think we've got the outfield right now of Nolan Branham in left field, Mac Floyd in center field, and Michael Lind in right. We know Brennan Graves is the pitcher and Tyler Voss is the catcher. We'll try to pick up the infield as we get a chance.
It looks like, Bobby, too, they've so they're sharing there's obviously 2 bullpens here at Bush, left field and right field, and they're only using the left field bullpen for both teams. And I saw a few guys for Lutheran South run out there, but now they're running back. I didn't know if they were going to get somebody up and moving, and kind of let everybody have a shot to pitch, while they're here. I thought we might see some activity, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Stretching their legs a little bit.
Yep, they're running around the outfield now. And it'll be 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Dayton Skaggs, Chase Blue, and Mitchell Garner for the Eagles. Turbrock, I believe, is at first base. Number 4.
14, Dalton.
14, Dalton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turbrock's playing short.
Okay.
At least what my old eyes can see. I could be wrong.
So Dayton stands in off the plate a bit from the right side, middle of the box. First pitch to him, swing and a miss on an off-speed delivery. And again, way out in front and over the top. Took a little something off of that one as well. I see Dayton kind of pick it up and get back going again.
Yeah, especially with districts right around the corner.
Yeah.
It'd be a good time to get hot.
Here's an 0-2 pitch. Reaches out, pokes one toward third baseman.
Uh-oh.
Bobbles it, throw to first, and just in time for the out. Close play, but got him by about a half a step. 5-3 on the put out for round number 1. And that will bring in Chase Blue, sophomore third baseman.
Speaking of a guy that could leave the yard, he's one of them.
He is definitely one of them. Is that 8, Bulmer at third base?
Yeah, 8.
First pitch is outside the zone, a little bit low for ball 1 to Chase Blue. Mitchell Garner in the on-deck circle. So we're getting it filled in here little by little. And late swing, fouled off to the right side behind home plate. That'll get out, bounces up high, back up in the crowd. And young lady she'll chase that one down. And these baseballs, you don't have to get back today.
Is that what they said?
I don't think they're coming to get them. That one over here a while ago, I didn't see an usher or anything go down and get them. So, nice job by Chase to hold off a low pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Next one, and he pops that one up behind second base and ranging over into the grass. Pop up to second for the out, number 2. Eagles looking for their first base runner. And that'll bring in Mitchell Garner, the DH. And Mitchell comes in, hitting .308, at least again up until the Salem tournament. He had a tough tournament.
Yeah. We saw some pretty good arms down there.
Yeah, we did. And looks at a ball inside a little bit high. Now, the kid from Waynesville didn't throw that hard, but he did a nice job varying speeds and spotting his pitches. There's a strike, knee-high outside corner. And then we talked about how good Keaton Cook was from Licking. They've got a late swing and a miss by Mitchell. He's been a little bit behind. Graves looks like he's got pretty decent velocity as well.
Yeah, he's got plus velocity.
There's a 1-2 delivery. And a swing and a miss on a high, hard one. And the Eagles again quickly going 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base after an inning and a half where we are scoreless.
You deserve extraordinary care close to home. From primary care to advanced specialties right here in Sullivan. And access to all that BJC Healthcare has to offer. We're here to provide the care you need. Missouri Baptist Sullivan Hospital and BJC Healthcare. Care that is comprehensive, coordinated, and completely about you. Learn more at MissouriBaptistSullivan.org.
So again, he goes up and down quickly. Got one base runner. That was the leadoff batter for Lutheran South, Connor Turbrock. Had a base hit on the first pitch, stole second on the next pitch. And that's exactly where he stayed as Drake came back with a couple of strikeouts and a ground out to second. I would imagine both coaches will probably go with their normal varsity lineup pretty much through first 5 innings at least, maybe into 7 if it's a close game.
Yeah, I mean, you still want to put the best that you've got on the field. I mean, I've always said if you show me a good loser, I'll show you a loser, right? But again, I mean, take this in all of its totality. You know, if you can come up here and take home a W, fantastic. But the goal here is about the memories and just the opportunity to get some of that Busch Stadium dirt on the bottom of your cleats.
All right, Keegan Kreitler, it is, number 29, steps in. Right-handed batter, first pitch to him is a little bit low for a ball. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order for Lutheran South. I think he may be the second baseman, but we'll wait when they go back out. Here's the windup by Drake. And that one's off the plate low. Ball 2. They've got a kind of a turf pad out there in front of on the mound, and not just the dirt. As all these guys are used to pitching off of those turf temporary mounds.
Right.
And the pitch gets away from Dayton, goes back toward the screen. So it's 3-0 here on the leadoff batter in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, I think they want to try to protect the field the best they can. They said that if you throw your bat and it lands in the grass, it's an automatic ejection.
Okay.
So they don't want you taking up divots and tearing it up.
There's a big strike on 3-1. Drake has got that arm out in front, looking over the top of the glove, gets his sign, winds and fires, and a foul ball out of play. That's going to go back up. Oh, almost hit the facade on the second deck over here by the club level, and drops down. Young man's going to go get that one. Drake with a windup on a 3-2 pitch. Another good cut, foul back to the screen to stay alive. This is Tegan Kreitler, leading things off, right-handed batter. Off the plate, right side, middle of the box, open stance. Feet fairly close together. Drake gets his sign now. Maybe shakes one off now. Taking a long time here. Now he gets his sign. Yeah, winds and fires. And a fastball off the plate, low and outside. And a leadoff walk to Kreitler. Jack Dalton, number 5, steps in. He may be a DH. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't have him out there in the field.
Yeah. Wide open stance on the right side. Big lead. Ball hit into right. Doza coming on now. Makes a diving attempt off of his glove. And the lead runner is going to get to third. Ball comes in and airmailed in. Got fooled. It was a big swing. He got a big guy up there, takes a big cut, and he got fooled a little bit.
You know, that's the other thing too, that neither team got to take in and out before the game. And judging, this backdrop, the sky, the way it is with the lighting, that's not that play. Landon would tell you, I should have caught that ball. That was not an easy play to make.
No, there was off the end of the bat from a right-hand hitter. It's going to tail over toward the line. So it's going to tail away from him. And, again, he just didn't get the best of reads on it and tried to close in and make a diving grab off his glove. We're going to give him a double. That's one of those where, if you can make the outstanding play, that was one of them. But so second, third, now nobody out. Pitches in for a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. And this is number
22. Eichhorn, yeah.
Nathan Eichhorn. And another one in for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nathan Eichhorn. They had a base runner in the first, left stranded. They've got second, third, nobody out. Drake's got a jam to pitch out of here from the belt. Check of the runners. He comes home. Off speed pitch, and that tails low and outside, evens it up at 2-2. In the valley over toward the line and left. And looks like Cam about 2-3 steps to right, so a lot of room in left center. Chopper to third, short hop, and he's in between. They get the out at first. Chase double clutched and looked home, and by then it was too late. He was able to get the runner at first. And the run will score, so Lutheran South breaks out on top. And Dalton goes over to third base. So this is number 31. That's Nolan Branham. And we've got him in left field. Right-handed batter, again, that wide. Starts off with a wide open stance up in the box a little bit. He hits one in the air on the infield to short. Schmidt over, now dances a little bit to his left and makes the catch. pop up to short for out number 2. And now stepping in is number 7, and that is Michael Lind. And that's the number 9 batter in the order. We have him in right field, right at this point anyway. Left-handed batter, third left-handed batter in the lineup tonight for Lutheran South. Little pitch inside and scoot him back off the plate a little bit. But then that sets up something a little up and away maybe. Here's the kick and the pitch. Ball fouled back, hits the screen right at the top of it, and comes back just outside home plate. Mr. Gregory's going to go track that one down. And again, Cam in center field playing this left-handed batter to hit the other way. Goes up a little bit toward the line, but pretty much straight away. That one's popped up, foul territory. And that's going to hit the green seats, hits the concrete, bounces high.
Right in the middle of the Sullivan feet.
Right over there. Somebody grabbed it on the bounce. One of the moms got it, I think.
Yeah. Early Mother's Day present.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out with a runner at third, a run in for Lutheran South. Here's the next. That one's high for a ball. After this, we believe we're back up to Connor Turbrock. That looks like a 4 over there.
It does, yep.
And that curveball stays up and out. And the count will go full 3-2.
You know, Drake busted him in with that first pitch on the inner half. And a lot of times high school pitchers anymore, they don't like to come in too often. They top the. That's right back at us.
Look out. And John with the catch. He still got it.
I'm not giving this one up.
He still got it.
I'm not coughing this one up.
Right back up here to our table, and John with the reach up knocks his chair over and everything. Talk about a memory.
There you go.
go.
You got it. Get the red palm to prove it. And
strike called. Yeah, there we go. Outside corner with a heater. Strikeout looking, out number 3 in the inning. No runs, just 1 hit, no errors, and they had 1 man left on base. So we've played 2. Lutheran South on top of Sullivan 1-0.
Hey folks, Clark Strasser here with Strasser Senior Services. A lot of you know me by Gene, but the fact is I've been a local licensed agent for over 25 years now. If you are just turning 65 and new to Medicare or been on Medicare for many years, call me, your local Medicare resource, with questions about your Medicare Advantage plans, your Medicare supplements, your Part D prescription drug plans. So give me a call and set up a no-cost consultation at 573-308-5255. Be sure to call to find out what additional benefits you may be entitled to for 2024.
STR Technologies is a full-service IT consulting firm serving Sullivan and surrounding areas, specializing in helping businesses with as few as 15 computers up to several hundred. STR Technologies has been managing thousands of computers for many area companies since 2006, with expertise in cybersecurity, disaster recovery, cloud migration, and everything in between. STR has the experience you need to ensure your business is safe, secure, and productive. Call STR at 844-787-3278 or visit strtechnologies.com.
So we're back here at Busch Stadium. Sullivan Eagle baseball on KTUI 102.1 FM. And our audio is on the YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and search KTUI Live. Sam's back to the studio, got that set up for us. I will kind of put out a little information right now. We have been waiting to get a new transmitter for our FM. It's here, and we need to get it in. And unfortunately, our engineer is only available next week.
No.
So we are going to be off the air a few days next week.
Okay.
So if it interferes with a broadcast of the of district tournament games, I think he's supposed to be here 14th, 15th, and 16th. District championship game would be the 15th the Eagles get there. So if we are off the air, we will do the game, but we will put the audio, we'll have it on TuneIn, and we'll put it up on our YouTube channel. So we will be there to do the game. You will have some opportunities to get the audio of the game, but we'll get something worked out. If we can find someplace else to put it, we'll put it there too. But
very good.
But just want to put that out there to people that may come up next week. Leading off for the Eagles is second baseman number 6 Nolan Ulrich, and he looks at a pitch on the inside corner for a called strike.
We do now have a righty up in the Lutheran South bullpen, so this might be.
Graves, there's one hit high in the air. Shallow right field. Right fielder comes in, camps under it, and has it for the out. So fly ball to right, and that's Michael Lind gets underneath that one. Seth Valley, junior left fielder for the Eagles, will be the next hitter. The Eagles really haven't squared anything up yet.
Not yet.
Strikeout, a pop-up, one to the first baseman, ground out to third, a pop-up, a strikeout, and a little shallow fly ball. Graves is a fairly tall young man, 6'4", 6'5". He's got a pause in his delivery, another high leg kick, and a pause there, so sometimes hard to get the timing down. And that one tails low and outside for ball one.
He got long levers, too. That's what a lot of guys, they just naturally are built to pitch, and he's got that frame that you like to see on the mound, and been pretty effective so far. Foul
pitch
ball
up in the zone. Ball, this one's not going to be anywhere near us this time. 1 ball, 1 strike. And again, and I think that was a big key, for Collier from Pacific and the kid from Licking the other night. There's a chopper to third. Third baseman Bomer has it over to first and in time for the out. That on their delivery, they do a nice job of hiding the baseball.
They do.
Bringing it right back behind their body. And it looked to me anyway, I'm not a professional by any stretch of the imagination, but it looked to me like the Eagles were having trouble picking up the pitch out of his hand.
Yeah, they both do a good job. I was getting some knucks from Tony Blue for my play last half inning. But they do a good job of hiding the baseball, like you say, and if say a kid's setting 85, 86 miles an hour, it gets on you that much quicker, and it looks harder than it is. First pitch was a ball
low and outside, yeah. Straight away on the infield. Second baseman actually playing up the middle just a bit for the number 9 hitter in the order, Cam Koch. Eagles 8 up, 8 down so far as they bat in the top of the third inning, trailing 1-0. See Cam get us started with a 2-out hit. Strike on the outside corner. And you saw there, Cam, he kind of cocks that front leg to get that step to usually toward third base, and he had to do it twice that time, trying to time out this delivery. Pitch is high for a ball, 2-1. Right now, I'd take a walk.
I was going to say, with Cam, with his speed, the walk's almost always a double, almost.
Get somebody on base, get a little something going. That pitch catches the outside corner. Cam was throwing his bat back, and now 3-2. Now we got to do it all over again, and here's the windup by Graves. Pitch to the plate, and he fouls the back now play. Pitch got in on him a little bit, low and inside. Cam a good job to fight it off.
Cam thought that last pitch before this one was ball 4, and he tossed his bat onto the grass, and they came over the PA and said, "Don't be doing that."
Yep, lay it down.
Throw it in the dirt.
That one was. Yep.
Cam ever so gingerly walked his bat to the edge of the grass and laid it down, just like he was instructed.
Yeah. So we're back up to Gavin Schmidt. And I like this. Coach Whitson is allowing some of his other coaches coach third today.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
To have the experience of doing this. There's a foul ball back over on the Lutheran south side. Hits the walkway, and Van makes a nice catch over there. Gavin struck out swinging his first time up. Open stance from the right side up in the box a little bit. Cam takes his lead. Pitch gets through the wickets. Cam will go to second, make the turn. And Voss gets to it, so no further advancement. So I'm almost tempted to give him a pass ball there.
I scored it as a pass ball.
Well, that was right through the 5-hole.
Yep.
A new baseball goes out to Graves. Eagles have a runner in scoring position now with 2 outs and a 1-ball, 1-strike count to the batter, Gavin Schmidt.
And, with all the traffic that was on the paths last inning, coming out of there with the 1-0 ball game still, that was a big – Drake did a good job getting out of it, get the bats back out of the dugout and see if we can tie it up here.
Low and outside for a ball to Mr. Schmidt. 2-1 to count. Again, right-hander throwing in the bullpen. Second baseman trying to keep Cam close. Graves pitch. A little bit tardy on the swing, and that's fouled again. Back up off the Equifax sign over here on the right of us at the edge of the lower club level. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now they've got the video going on the big board out in left center. That one low and outside. Good job by Voss to shift over and keep that one from going back to the backstop. So the count goes full, 3-2, and don't help him out here. Shortstop Turbrock comes in. He's going to pull Graves off and have a little word with him. I think Turbrock might be. No, Jack Dalton. He's got 4-1 record. Let's put it this way. Tegan Kreitler has a 4-2 record. So as far as records go, that's their best record.
Yeah.
You can put whatever you want to on that. 3-2 delivery, and Schmitty fouls another one back. Man, that one just shy of the club level back over here. I was kind of hoping they were going to stick us up in the big press box.
Oh, that'd have been neat.
Up in the Camo X booth and do one from up there. I'd had to bring my binoculars.
Yeah.
Here's the next. Oh, strike 3. Looked at one, caught the outside corner. Tough at bat from Gavin, but he strikes out for the second time. Got this one looking. In the inning, Eagles had a run on a walk. No hits. 1 man left on base. No errors. After 2.5, it's Lutheran South on top of Sullivan, 1-0.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends here at KTUI Radio and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Coach Whitson went over to the home plate umpire. I think the Eagles may be making some changes. We'll see if we can pick them up as we go.
That looks like Taze. It's second, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. Drake is – no, it's not. Not Drake. Is that Cam?
Drake's still pitching.
Yeah, it's Drake. Okay. So I think maybe Alex Taves has gone in at second base. And the old fielding chart here is going to get – it's going to be messy tonight. Sort of like it did against Licking the other night between the shortstop and the second baseman, Ulrich and Taves and Gavin. They just kind of kept switching back and forth. I believe Alex Taves is now at second base. So we're back up the top of the order in the bottom of the third for the Lancers. Connor Turbrock, first pitch he saw was a base hit, a little blooper in the right center. Then he stole second on the next pitch and was left there as Drake struck out 2 and got a ground out to second. First pitch from Drake. Hard hit ball into left field this time. Left the pitch up over the plate. And Turbrock comes in with a like a 423 average, I think it was. 432 on. Had the numbers twisted around.
So, a couple defensive changes for the Eagles. We've got, again, Taze at second base and Nathan McReynolds, I can tell because of the blue glove, out there in right.
All right, so Nate is in right field now. See if Turbrock wants to run here. Shows bunt, and it gets away from Dayton Skaggs, so he's going to get the second anyway.
Lucas Parsons is in left as well this inning.
And, of course, they do have re-entry in high school ball.
Oh, that was pretty darn good.
Yeah, it was just a little in and off the plate. So a base hit to left and a pass ball. Runner at second, nobody out with a 2-ball, no strike count. No 1-1. That first was a strike on that ball. Got away on the bunt. Said he offered. That one foul back and out of play off to the left and up in the second deck. Left-handed batter here, Henry Bomer. He struck out and swing his first time up. Gavin Schmidt trying to keep the runner close to second. And that one high off the glove of Dayton and back to the backstop. That is a wild pitch. And 2-2 the count on the batter. That one kind of sailed on Drake a little bit. I know there for a while that Dayton was dealing with a pretty sore left hand.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still dealing with that or not.
It's probably one of them things like a stone bruise on the bottom of your foot. I mean, it's just about the time you think you're over it. Here you take you get one in the palm and flares back up. But those Skaggs boys, both him and his brother, little Gunpowder, we call him, Gunpowder Isaiah Skaggs. They're tough as nails, and they're not gonna come out of a game unless they have to.
Yeah, Coach made him take a couple of games off, and then had him DHing for a while just to kind of give that hand a rest. Ball fouled out of play. Another good catch by a Sullivan fan over to our left. The count remains 3-2 with a runner at third, nobody out. Bottom of the third inning, Lutheran South on top of Sullivan, 1-0 time called by the batter at the plate. Parker off the line about 4 steps at first, even with the bag. Blue about 2-3 steps off the line, close to the bag, trying to keep that runner in the vicinity. Outside corner called strike 3.
Boy, he painted that one. You know, Bobby, we were talking just a minute ago about being up in the press box and all that, but I'll tell you what, looking out there, it's 6:06, 70 degrees, overcast. It's about perfect.
Yeah,
it is about perfect.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
This is a whole lot better than some setups I've been in, let's put it that way. Swing a foul at the plate as Mac Floyd steps in. He struck out looking his first time up. Drake now has 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's given up 3 hits and 1 run. We're in the bottom of the third. A 1 pitch is a little bit high and outside. Second baseman Taves playing up the middle a little bit. Schmidt straight away at short. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch.
Nice slider that time. A lot of late break. Parsons in left field, shallow. And again, a little bit over toward the line. Camp still in center, plays him to pull a couple of steps. 1-2, popped up behind home plate, way up there. And,
that's a
Dayton,
very tough play.
Dayton overran that one. You're looking up in that cloudy sky, and there's not much, if any, breeze blowing that I can see. The flags are hanging pretty limp out left center field, and that just that's a really tough play to make right off the tip of his glove.
Yep, just about had it. Good effort.
Yeah. Got back there, got rid of the mask, got back there quickly, just drifted back on him a little bit. So Floyd has the life. See if Drake can put him away here. Off speed pitch, chop to short. That'll score a run. Go to first in time for the out. So Floyd does his job. 6-3 on the put-up route number 2, but he gets an RBI driving in Turbrock. So it's 2-0 Lutheran South, and Vince Dalton steps in. Left-handed batter again, and he grounded out to second base. It was Ulrich who made a nice play moving to his left over toward first. Snagged it and threw him out. Off the end of the bat to short. Schmidt charges, gloves, throws, and gets him by a step at first base. So again, a little bit of damage. Drake, a nice job to limit it to just the 1 run after the leadoff single. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. And after 3, it's Lutheran South on top of Sullivan, 2-0.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of
Hanson Title Company has been serving the Franklin County area since 1865, providing their customers with high-quality service, reliable data, and quicker turnaround times to save you money. Hanson Title is the only title company in Franklin County that has their own title plant, and they have offices in Union, Sullivan, and Washington. Services include title insurance, title searches, construction dispersing, and 1031 tax-deferred exchanges. For any and all of your title needs, call Hanson Title Company at 468-2640 or in Union 636-583-2516.
Being at 2-0, and we'll see if any changes have been made here from Lutheran South. We'll try to pick them up if we can. And looks like Graves is still going to be back out there on the mound. I don't notice anybody different out there.
And the arm they had in the bullpen looks like they're walking back on the warning track to the dugout. So
yeah.
I think they're going to give Graves at least 1 more.
Yeah. So Graves so far has not given up a hit through 3 innings. Just 1 base runner. That was the walk to Cam Koch, the number 9 hitter, last inning, and he's went second on a pass ball and was left stranded there. Eagles will have in the top of the 4th inning 2, 3, and 4, and I believe this will be Nate McReynolds, then Drake Gower and Dayton Skaggs.
I'd like to think we might see some Eagles on the base paths this half inning.
Well, it started to time him out just a little bit better. At least the last 2 at-bats, they made him throw some pitches.
Right.
He went to full count, +1, and then, 7 pitches to Cam. And Gavin made him throw 7 pitches as well. They'd only thrown 5 before that. So Nate McReynolds leading things off here for the Eagles in the top of the 4th inning. Down by 2.
Would it be bad of me to mention that he's got a no-hitter going? Just so that the baseball gods will smile down and it can be broken up.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Doesn't bother me in this instance. First pitch was a ball to Nathan McReynolds. Yeah, it'll flare down the right field line, and right fielder over can't get to it as it drops foul. So 1 ball and a strike. Well, Nathan needs to get a hit here because you've got the family highlight right now.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully that's not the end of that story.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, the pressure's on. As you mentioned, sister JD and her sister Kylie and brother JD made it here. See him play just off the plate outside. Good take there. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, JD swung through Sedalia from Warrensburg. They won yesterday, 14-4 against Fort Hays, and so they got the day off today. Swung through Sedalia, grabbed Kylie, and made it over the trip over to see little brother.
Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch. It was up in the zone. Was out in front of it. 2-2 the count. Leadoff batter in the 4th for the Eagles. Nathan McReynolds looks at one just off the plate. And again, another good take. Catcher Voss trying to frame that one up for the home plate umpire, Chuck Gregory, but he got a good look at it. So a 3-2 delivery coming home from Graves, and a good job to spoil that pitch. Fouls it back to the screen. Greg Gower's going to trot over and grab that one. Wait up till Drake gets out of the way. Wind up and the pitch. Low for a ball. Nice advance for Nathan McReynolds. Second base runner by the walk. And Drake Gower will step in. Nice play by the first baseman. He was out 3-1.
I can tell you with the last name that Nate has on the back of his jersey, he is not a threat to steal.
I was just going to turn this over and look at the stats. And by golly, he does not have a stolen base.
No.
But there's a throw over, and now he can say he's got some Busch Stadium dirt on his uniform.
Yep.
As he dives back in safely. First pitch to Drake is on the outside corner for a strike. Drake's been in a little bit of a sort of semi-funk here lately as well.
You know, guys get pitched a little different there in the middle of the lineup. You're going to see more breaking pitches. You're not going to, hitting 3 versus hitting 7. And it might be one of those things, slide him down for a few games, let him see some pitches, get him going again for the postseason.
Another strike on the outside corner. Yeah, they moved him up from 4 to 3. Chase Blue had been hitting in that 3 spot. Drake got moved up, and he flares one into right. And a diving attempt, and he trapped it, but they're going to get the out at second. Yeah. And Nate's just in no man's land there. So it's a hit for Drake Gower, but the right fielder coming in was Michael Lind. Made a diving attempt, trapped it, and running for Drake is going to be Alex Taves. No.
29.
So that would be Malin Foster. I think he's wearing 29 today. So Foster will run for the pitcher. First pitch is a strike to Dayton Skaggs. Yeah, I saw him down below when we were getting the equipment, and I saw 29 and said Foster on the back. I'm like, Huh.
He comes from a long line of ball players. Brother Malachi and brother Matt were ball players here in Sullivan. I think Matt played at UMSL. Could hit the baseball very, very well.
The fastball just off the plate for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first now is Malin Foster running for Drake Gower. Yeah, Nate had to stay close to the bag in case he caught that ball. And when he caught it, kept it right there at his feet. We had the easy play on the force out at second. Dayton fouls one off the right side, back behind the first base dugout, and he's in the hole 1 and 2. Had a little soft grounder to third his first time up. Slide the open stance off the plate from the right side. 1 on, 1 out for the Eagles. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that one, and Dayton with a big cut. Comes up empty. And Chase Blue steps in. He'll pop up to the second baseman his first time up. Graves got in on his hands a little bit. Center fielder pretty much straight away, maybe a step to pull. Straight away and left and right. Another throw over to first. Actually faked it. Foster diving back in. Being held over there by Vince Dalton. Chase takes one on the outside corner. I tell you what, Graves is doing a pretty good job painting that outside corner at the knees.
He's settling in. He's getting ahead of batters and looking pretty comfortable out there right now.
Steps off now for a second, wipes the brow, steps back on. Works from the high set, turn, and ball gets away, but not far enough for the runner to advance. That was a quick move. Foster was just coming off the bag, and he got the ball up to the high set position in quick feet, quick turnover, and coach is telling him you got to be aware. Very short lead. Ground ball into left field. There goes the no-hitter. Good job by Chase Blue. Got out in front of that one. Pulled it between short and third. Eagles have their first hit of the day. And runners now at first and second with 2 outs.
You know, Bobby was talking earlier about going down into the tunnel to get all the gear earlier. I don't see a smartwatch or one of them Fitbits or whatever, but I'm telling you right now, we got our steps in for the week.
Man, I'm 2 weeks for me.
Goodness.
Because the seats for that the team sold are down the right field corner, 128 to 130, just either side of the foul pole down there. And you go out and you go down a little bit. That's where gate number 1 is. And so there's a hard hit ball to third, knocked down by the third baseman. He'll just step on the bag. So a hard hit ball by Mitchell Garner, but right to the third baseman. So a fielder's choice for Mitchell. And a 5 unassisted at third base on the force out. Eagles in the inning, no runs. They had a hit, no errors. There were 2 left on base. And as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, it's 2-0 Lutheran South.
Dace Insurance is a full-service independent insurance agency with 35 years of experience serving the needs of over 5,000 individuals and families and 300 businesses in our area. Dace Insurance is an agency you can depend on with proven professionals, honest, fair, and interested in the needs of the people they serve. Sharon Dace and her staff don't work for an insurance company. They work for you with home, life, auto, and commercial policies tailored for you. Dace Insurance, located at 602 North Franklin in Cuba and 47 East Springfield in Sullivan.
Bugsy's in Sullivan is your locally owned and operated ZX gas station and convenience store. Bugsy's is located on the South Service Road in Sullivan and is an easy place to stop on your way to almost anywhere. They have the best coffee and the best soda fountain in town. And whether you're driving a motorhome or a subcompact, you can get into the car wash behind Bugsy's, and the automatic car wash has several options for either a soft touch or a touchless wash. Bugsy's ZX on the South Service Road between the overpasses in Sullivan.
Hopefully he has some new equipment.
1 change for the Eagles defensively in this inning. Andon Carey is behind the plate, replacing Dayton Skaggs. Drake Gower still out on the mound for Sullivan. And let's see, in this inning, in the bottom of the 4th, it will be 5, 6, and 7. Tegan Kreitler, Jack Dalton, and Nathan Eichhorn for Lutheran South.
Got a bunch of young Sullivanites here doing the dances between the half innings. This has been a very cool experience all the way around. A lot of fun, a lot of smiling.
Well, I know a lot of the kids came down. They had the Run the Bases event right after the Cardinals game today, and I mean there was a slew of them out there. They had a line back where we met. there was a line going up the ramp to the third deck. First pitch from Drake is a strike to Tegan Kreitler. There was a line down our level by gate 1, and I mean it went on forever because they were already lined up. And after the ball game was over, when we went out to gather to go down to get the equipment, they were already lined up there, and then they started letting them go, and that took a long time.
I didn't know what to think of it. I didn't know if it was more of a carnival or if they were herding wildcats. I mean, it was something.
There's a line drive into the right center field for a base hit. He went down and got one low in the zone and golfed it. Little wedge shot out into right center field for Kreitler, and that is the 4th hit. They've had a hit in every inning. Jack Dalton will step in. First time up, he had a double. That was a little flare into right that Doza tried to make the diving catch on, went off his glove into foul territory. He was left stranded at third. Check of the runner, pitches high and outside for a ball. Now, one thing before this season's over with, if I can remember it, I'm going to ask Coach Whitson about this little modified hold position that the Eagles use at first base.
Yeah, it's something I've never seen before, to be quite honest.
And it's really, Sullivan is the only team I've seen use that.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the logic behind it. I mean, you got a right-handed first baseman, and so the glove is right where the tag would be anyway. I get it, but I don't at the same time. It's just different. It's just different.
And I've explained it a number of times, and swinging a foul back after first two pitches were outside the zone.
And Bobby, as a righty, if you don't have your back to home plate, in that position. So our first baseman, Dylan Parker. So he's still facing home plate, facing the batter. So maybe that you can get off the bag and be in a better defensive position quicker. I mean, I could see some
pros and cons on it.
The Coons just rolled in. Minji and Danielle.
Runner goes. Chopper up the third base line is going to be foul. Chase with the throw to first, but the home plate umpire had the call. It was foul. Runner had a big jump. He would have had that one easily had the ball not been hit up the left field line. Good play by Chase, came in and got it. It was just a little foul. I don't know if he'd have been out at first or not. It was been a close play. They showed the replay, but it would have been hard to tell. Open stance. There goes the runner again. And again, a late swing got in on his hands, and that's fouled down by the tarp on the first base side. So Dalton fights that one off, stays alive. Runner at first is Kreitler. There's 2-2 count. To the batter, Jack Dalton. Or Vince Dalton, excuse me. No, Jack Dalton, yeah. There's a Jack and a Vince. There's the next pitch. He goes again. Hits one high in the air to center field. Drifting over now shallow. And Cam runs a long way to get to that one. Cam started out playing him about a step or two to pull. And he gets that one shallow right center field.
You kind of got to think that our right fielder should have probably made that play, I'm guessing. But Cam, I think I did hear him call for it pretty early. But
yeah,
that's a right fielder's fault.
Yeah, and once it gets over, you can see where it's going to be. They stayed back and made sure there wasn't a collision, and Cam was tracking it all the way. So 1-on-1 out now. Stepping in is Nathan Eichhorn. And a throw to first this time, diving back in safely. Yeah, I'm going to try and remember to ask Coach before we're done here in the next 2, 3, hopefully, 4 weeks. Just the whole reasoning behind that. Pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Andon Carey.
Yeah, you want to take you want to take it a game at a time, but I mean, you can't help but start looking towards districts. And Sullivan pulled the 1 seed and sitting in a pretty favorable spot. And ought to be we ought to see some extra baseball this spring, I would think.
I would really, thing is, you got to go out and you got to play the game.
That's it. That's it. I mean, baseball, and that's what's beautiful about the sport of baseball. Guys, you typically in every other sport, bigger, faster, stronger, smarter, football, basketball, you win. And baseball, every dog's got their day, right? And so that's what makes this game so awesome.
Drake working from the belt. Check of the runner. He goes. Ball hit in the air. Again, right field. And Nate's coming out. The second baseman going out. And Taves will call that one off. They were all three right there. So a pop up to second base for out number 2. And Nolan Branham, left fielder, will step in. Branham, his first time up, popped up to Gavin Schmidt at shortstop. So Alex Taves makes the catch. Oh, wide open stance from the right side, off the plate a bit, middle of the box. And he fouls one out of play down the right field line, and that'll find the seats. Michael Lind, the right fielder, is in the on-deck circle if the inning extends. If Drake can get him out here, keep that runner at first. A leadoff single. Leadoff walk. No, yeah, leadoff single. And that one high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, Andon Carey back behind the plate. He had a little tough time down at the Salem tournament. He got hit by a foul ball off of a bunt, and it caught him pretty good. Runner goes again, fouled to right over the first base side. That's going to make it over the dugout into the stands.
Yeah, I saw the aftermath of that from an equipment standpoint, the baseball equipment standpoint. I've never seen a cup get just obliterated like that cup did. I mean, thank God he's okay.
Yeah,
but that was a scary moment.
Yeah, when he just went down face first after that, I was like, uh-oh. Ducks under 1, up and in. Count is even 2-2. 2 outs. Runner at first base. And standing in is Nolan Branham. Drake from the belt, check the runner. He goes. Pitches low and outside. No chance for Andon Carey. And a stolen base.
Carey did a good job hopping back there and bodying that ball up, or the runner could have very easily wound up on third.
Yeah, if he doesn't get over there and get the body in front of that one, keep it near the dirt area, good speed there, he may decide to make a turn. Now, Andon's going to go out and talk to Drake about the signs with the runner at second base. Make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, against a good hitting team like Lutheran South, you don't want the hitters to have any extra advantage. I mean, if you know a fastball's coming, or you know something with a wrinkle's coming, it makes it all that more easy. So Andon was doing the smart thing and getting him and Drake on the same page. And
3-2 pitch hit hard, right to Schmidt at short, and he'll throw over to first in time for the out. So again, Drake pitching out of the jam in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We have played 4, Lutheran South leading Sullivan by a score of 2-0.
When it comes to propane, think Peterson Oil Company, your ultimate refueling destination. From 20, 30, and 40-pound forklift cylinders to those trusty 100-pound tanks and even your beloved RV, Peterson has you covered. At Peterson, quality and quantity come together in one unbeatable deal. They fill cylinders to their full potential, usually 25% more than at an exchange. Call 573-468-6600 or stop by one of the offices in Sullivan or Owensville. Peterson Oil Company, fueling your world without emptying your wallet.
So a leadoff single and a stolen base. Drake able to pitch out of it with a fly ball, pop up and a ground ball. Let's see, 2-3. So I had Drake for 17 pitches that inning. And unofficially 62 through 4.
What's that, 15? A little over 15 per? That's not terrible.
And it looks like Graves is still back out there for the top of the 5th for the Lutheran South Lancers. I was thinking, I was looking down these dugouts and all the guys are up there on that top step, leaning on that fence in front, and it almost reminds you back in the old days after the September call-ups.
Yeah.
In the major leagues when he had like 40 guys.
Right.
He had your entire 40-man roster in the dugout.
Right.
Guys were paying money to get to their teammates to get seats along the fence.
Yep.
They're jam-packed. Both teams brought everybody. Upwards of 25, 35 kids. Voss with the throw down. And for the Eagles stepping in, it will be Alex Taves leading things off. Came in to replace Nolan Ulrich. Nolan got an at bat. Hit a fly ball to right.
He seemed to be a fan favorite. He had a pretty good reception when they called his name. He's a good kid, super good kid.
He'll bat from the left side, waiting for them to kill the music. Now he steps in. Graves, the right-hander, with the windup of the pitch. Outside corner called strike. And he
doing what he's doing last inning.
Yep, he's been getting that corner against right-handers and left-handers. And in outside, now inside, and Alex not happy. Like, I'll let you have one or the other, but not both.
That's right.
But he's working quickly. Comes with another one, and a little nubber right to the shortstop. And a throw over by Turbrock in time for the out, and Alex, as he always does, hustling down the line. So, one out, nobody on yet, and Seth Valley is scheduled to come to the plate. Nope, Lucas Parsons, excuse me.
Taves is the type of ball player that you could put him, you have 9 of him, and you do just fine. I mean, he's a kid. I mean, obviously not your stereotypical first baseman, something like that, but just that grit and that drive and the want to be on the field, he's a fun player to watch.
Ball lifted in the air, foul off to the first base side, and that's going to get over the screen into the stands. Lucas Parsons steps in for his first at-bat of the day. And Cam Koch is in the on-deck circle. He's going all the way in center field. Nobody warming up yet out in the bullpen, so Gower will be going out for the next inning. 2-0 ball game. All it takes is a few hits. Another little bit late swing and fouled out a play off to the right. Lucas going after a pitch that was a little bit low and off the plate. Again, a cloudy, overcast day, 70 degrees, been very comfortable. A little bit of a breeze, just enough to keep you cool. Then he looks at one lone away. Nice take there on 0-2 from Lucas Parsons. The center fielder has got him way over toward right center. And they're pitching him that way, too. Everything's been outside so far. That went off the plate low for ball 2. That's Mac Floyd. And
yeah, he's shaded way right center. And he played perfect.
Yep, it played perfect. It's shallow. He's coming on and makes the running catch right in front of the right fielder, Lynn. So they knew something, had him played right where they needed to. And a nice running catch by the center fielder. Round number 2. And Cam Koch will step in. Cam walked his first time up, where it made a nice at bat and drew the walk, the first base runner the Eagles had today. Went to second on a pass ball, but was left stranded there. And starts off in a closed stance and then takes that big step toward third. He looks at one right down the middle, about belt high.
Bobby, if I hadn't said it, happy Cinco de Mayo. It sounds like they're getting it on out in Ballpark Village, and
you can
music going. And
you can hear it in here. There's one in the air, foul out of play off to the right side again. Young fan over on that side missed it, but now he's going to try and track it down as it rolls down 5 or 6 rows. 0-2. Cam with a chopper in the hole.
That's tough.
Short. Throw to first and save. Good hustle by Cam Koch.
When with Cam's speed and where that ball was placed deep in the hole there between short and third, shortstop backhands it, and I thought it was going to be bang bang. Cam's very, very athletic, very quick, and hustled down the line and got there.
So the second hit of the day for the Eagles, with 2 outs again. It'll get us back up to Gavin Schmidt. Schmitty on the schneid today, a couple of strikeouts. He wants to. Cam goes on first pitch, grounded to third, bobbled, picked it up, throw in time, though. It was hit pretty sharply. Cam goes over to third base, but that's 3 outs. So, oh, no, that was just, that was 3 outs.
That's 3.
Yeah. Maybe they, that was, I'll say, because Taves ground out to short, and Parsons had the fly ball. So that was,
Yep.
That was 5-3 on the put out for out number 3. In the inning, the Eagles had a base runner on the hit by Cam Cook on the infield. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. And we go to the bottom of 5 with Lutheran South on top of Sullivan from Busch Stadium by a score of 2-0.
Pre-wash clothes and other items right in the washer with a convenient built-in water faucet that gives you easy access to an instant water stream. A Whirlpool top-load washer with a 360 wash agitator keeps clothes moving to provide a thorough clean in a variety of water levels.
For mattresses, furniture, flooring, and appliances, see the folks at Jerry's TV and Home Furnishings at 375 West Springfield in Sullivan or call 468-4300. Before heading out on vacation, make sure your vehicle is in tip-top condition. Merrimack Tire Center does all types of engine repair, including exhaust repair, oil and lube service, alignments, and of course brand name tires. Getting your car in tip-top shape can keep you from getting stranded. Make an appointment with Merrimack Tire by calling 468-8400. Merrimack Tire is located at 635 East Springfield in Sullivan with hours Monday through Friday till 6 p.m. and Saturdays till 5. Merrimack Tire Center helps you keep your car running smooth.
All right, so the Eagles make some defensive changes. Looks like Landon Doza is going to re-enter and go out to center field for Cam Coke. In right field now we have Raiden Red, number 14, and at second base is number 12, Caden Smith. That's the second baseman we've had after Nolan Ulrich started and Alex Taves came in. And leading things off for the Lancers, it's going to be the number 9 hitter, Michael Lind, a left-handed batter. Struck out looking his first time up. Time called. He steps out, now back in. Lind hitting .255. First pitch from Drake. Line into the right field. That's going to get down for a hit. McReynolds gets to it and drops it. Or Red, excuse me, drops it. And runner's going to make the turn and go to third, so a base hit and an error. And a leadoff runner at third base. Lind got a hold of a pitch up, pulled it down the line, and looks like
you scored at a single with a
single and an error. Single and a two-base error. He got over to it, backhanded it. He probably would have had a double regardless with good speed, but he slipped. And once he slipped out there, the ball got by him in the corner, and that was a easy trip to third base for Michael Lind. So again, the leadoff man is on. They've had a hit in every inning. And had the leadoff man on in every inning. Pitch is a wild pitch. He'll go back to the screen, and a run will score. Turbrock at the plate. He's 2 for 2 and saw a wild pitch. Got by hand and carry and back to the screen. And just like that, Lind scores, and it's a 3-0 lead for Lutheran South.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier in the game, Bobby, the team that minimizes the errors and takes care of the little things. That's been the difference right now. Those 3 runs, it's not like Drake's giving up barrels. It's not like they're spraying it all over the yard. But we've got guys defense kind of laid down a little bit at times, and you can't do that against a good team. They'll hang runs, and that's what Lutheran South has done.
2 balls, no strikes to count to the batter Turbrock. And 1 low. 3-0. Yeah, the first run in the second was a leadoff walk and then a double. They held the runner at third. Then it was a grounder to third base. There's a strike on the next pitch, 3-1, that the third baseman Blue kind of double clutched on. He was initially going to throw to first, then looked home, and they got the out at first, but that indecision cost him. And there's one popped up shallow left field. That's going to fall in front of Parsons. He gets a glove on it, keeps it in front of him. So, again, that the one down the line was well hit. That one off the bat at Turbrock was a little bit of a blooper. That's his second bloop hit. The first one he had was down no man's land in shallow right. And so back-to-back hits with a wild pitch sandwich in there for a run. And Henry Bumer will come in. Left-handed batter. He's struck out twice. One swinging, once looking. Imagine Turbrock will be off over at first.
Oh, he was leaning.
Yeah, he was. Throw over, and he's back in time. Doza straight away in center. Parsons over toward the line a little bit in left. And with a left-handed batter up, Red is deep in right field and straight away.
See if Carey can get a pitch to handle and have a good quick release and shoot him a runner down here.
There he goes, and right over his head. He took his eyes off of it, I think. That just sailed right over the top of his glove.
I think he knew it was coming. He was ready. He was amped up and ready to go. And
so pitches the ball. Turbrock steals it. The runner at second now with nobody out. 1 ball, no strike count to the batter, Bumer. Drake takes a look at second, now comes home. Ooh, one up above his eyes, inside, and tried to tomahawk it. Comes up empty. He'll step out, now gets back in. Lutheran South up 3-0. Eagles with just a couple of hits. Both times they've come with 2 out. Had a couple of walks, but runner goes for third. Ball fouled back to the screen as Lutheran South has been aggressive on the base paths today.
I'm almost thinking with a 1-1 count with nobody out, I'm almost thinking that was a hit and run. I'm almost
Might have been. He got a good jump. I think he got Ulrich at short now. I can see the sunglasses. I think Ulrich's come back in at short. We'll double check here. So it's a 1-2 count to the batter. Trying to keep him close, dances around. There's a turn and no throw.
I think you're right, Bob.
Yeah, I think that's Nolan Ulrich has re-entered. Playing shortstop. Wears those mirrored shades on the bill of his cap. Never ever understood why pros do it. Runner goes, throw is low.
Got him!
Oh, just beat the tag.
I want to see the replay on the big
screen.
screen.
Let's watch that one. It was a good throw by Carey. It was a pitch low and outside. Had a good pitch to handle. It was right on the bag. And are they going to show it? Come on, guys, show that. No, they're not going to show it. Doggone it.
Good throw. Carey, he did everything he could.
Yeah. Well, 2-2 the count with the runner now at third. Towers' pitch is fouled after the seats way down the left field corner. Count remains 2-2. So Turbrock with 3 stolen bases today. He came in with 25. This is a running team. He had 25. Floyd had 26. Another one barreled into left. That's going to drop just past the glove of the shortstop, Ulrich, and that'll drive in another run. Again, not hit hard, but just out in no man's land. And the RBI.
Looks like the Eagles have got a lefty up in the bullpen. That's got to be number 25,
Isaiah. Got to be Isaiah Skaggs. Mac Floyd steps in, 0 for 2 on the day. Strikeout looking at the ground out to short. 2 runs in the inning. 7 hits now on the day for the Lancers. Still nobody out. Swing and a miss. Floyd went to hack and it came up empty. It was a leadoff single, and then the ball got by the right fielder for a 2-base error. It was a wild pitch, allowed the runner to score. A single from Turbrock, a couple of stolen bases, a single from Bumer, and it's 2 runs in the inning, still nobody out. And another big cut and a miss.
Yeah, that Drake threw a slider there with hitter number 9, Floyd. He steps in the bucket just a bit, and he's shortening the bat up just enough. He's not going to get to that pitch and see if Drake goes back with it.
And went a little high with that one. Wouldn't offer at the high delivery. Right fielder Red really deep. Back there where the pros play.
Yeah.
A little bit more shallow in center and right. And the center fielder Doza plays him a step or 2 to pull toward left. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the windup of the pitch. Ball hit into center, hit well. Doza going back. He's got it measured. Runner goes a little bit past halfway, and he'll hit back to first. So solidly hit ball to center, but Doza makes the catch for out number 1. Vince Dalton will step in. 4-3 and 6-3 on the ground outs.
Doza studying himself on the big screen out there after making a nice play out there in center. He's a good ball player. I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to turn into over the next few years. I mean, he's already a starter as a freshman, and rightfully so. Got a lot of talent, a lot of hustle, and he's going to be a fun one to watch.
Dalton hits one high in the air to right, and coming in foul territory, and Smith made the slide a little early.
I think Red may have called him off.
It might have been.
I think Katie got down to avoid a collision,
but neither one of them could get there. Smith was actually probably the closest one to it, but it's no balls and a strike. One out, one on. Time called here. Well, a couple players tied their shoestrings.
And we said about Tays earlier, you put him anywhere, like him, see him in a lineup. Smith's the same way. He comes at the game the same way.
And the runner goes, and no chance, no throw. Again, they're getting really good jumps on Drake. I mean, about the time he starts to bring that leg up, they're off.
Yeah, maybe vary the timing up a little bit, hold the ball a little longer, step off. Yeah. Kind of keep them where they're you're not in a rhythm,
Yeah, that's something it's something to put on the to-do list for next year. Mm-hmm. Again, because he's a big kid, and with that high leg kick, he can generate that extra thrust to the plate and get the good velocity. But you've got to, as you said, figure out ways to help control the running game. As you get fast guys out there and they get good reads on you, that makes it awful tough for your catcher. There's a little nubber up the first baseline. Parker's going to get to it and just beats him to the bag as the batter was hustling up the line. That was Vince Dalton, and the lead runner goes over to third. So he's there now with 2 outs, 3 unassisted. And Tegan Kreitler will step in, a walk and a hit. Been on base both times. We'll see if Drake can end it here. 4-0 ball game. 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fifth. Eagles with just 2 hits, 7 so far for the Lancers. Swing and a miss. Drake had a little extra on that one. And a really good crowd. A lot of folks have shown up here from Sullivan today supporting the Eagles. Drake working from the belt. He'll coming home. Got a good cut. Tied him out pretty well, but couldn't square it up. Bounced it back off the screen, and that will roll back out in front of home plate. And then we'll toss it back to Mr. Gregory behind the plate. Shallow, about a step to pull in center is Doza. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. Strikeout swinging. First time he's gotten Kreitler in the inning. They had 2 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. There was an error, and 1 man left on base. And we finished 5, and it's Lutheran South on top, 4-0.
Hey folks, Clark Strasser here with Strasser Senior Services. A lot of you know me by Gene, but the fact is, I've been a local licensed agent for over 25 years now. If you are just turning 65 and new to Medicare, or been on Medicare for many years, call me, your local Medicare resource, with questions about your Medicare Advantage plans, your Medicare supplements, your Part D prescription drug plans. So give me a call and set up a no-cost consultation at 573-308-5255. Be sure to call to find out what additional benefits you may be entitled to for 2024.
Take the responsibility for teaching students that any competition, no matter what it is, must be played within the rules. Officials of any game or contest are never given enough thanks, and the efforts of the officials account for the fairness of the competition. So to our Missouri high school officials, thank you for a job well done. The preceding message was brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and all of us here at KTUI Radio.
Well, the Eagles come to the plate in the 6th, down by 4 now. They put some of the young kids that are dancing to the between innings music. Got them up on the board there. They're loving that.
If you've seen Napoleon Dynamite, the movie, that's the song they've got going now, where Napoleon's up on the stage with a Vote for Pedro shirt on, and everybody's getting into it here.
So it will be Landon Doza back in the game. And he'll lead it off. He's back in that 2 spot. And again, I don't know if they had guys come in like, Nathan came in for Doza, who came out. I had him in the 2 spot, so Doza's going to re-enter there.
Because this should be Reds, right?
Yeah, that should be Red who came in for. So we'll just kind of pick him up as we go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have 5 lines per batter here to keep track of all this. And Doza, first pitch swinging, and fouls that one out of play. And that one hits a walkway and bounces back up into the stands. Graves still out there on the mound for the Lancers. Low and inside. Good take by Landon. 1 ball and a strike. And Drake is still in there and he's in the on-deck circle, batting in the 3rd spot. Whoever was warming up is walking from the bullpen. Reaches out. Nubs one to short. Glove by the shortstop. Turbrock throws low and not in time.
With Doza's speed, that's 100% a base hit all the way.
Little nubber to the shortstop. Turbrock charged, made it close at first with a low throw, and Vince Dalton couldn't come up with it, so a base hit. And they give him a hit here, too. So that's just a little bit, a little validation there that we got the call right. So Drake Gower steps in. Drake with a base hit his last time up, 1 for 2. And a throw to first. Doza back in time.
I'm going to go out on a limb and bet that we get Doza moving here.
Well, he's got a pretty good lead. He threw over. It was close over, but it got away. Forced the bad throw, and Doza's going to go to second on the air. There you go. Put a little pressure on. E1 on the throw. Doza down to second base. That's what speed will do for you. No, Cardinals could do that if they ever got any of their fast guys on base.
Speed doesn't matter if you're walking back to the dugout.
Yeah. Ooh, Greg with a big cut on a low inside pitch. He was trying to put that one out in the bullpen. Came up empty. No balls, 1 strike. They've got it 1-0 on the board. Should be the other way around. He hits one high in the air, shallow center. Center fielder broke back, now coming in. Makes the catch, and the runner cannot advance. So pop out by Drake. A little fly ball to center. Out number 1. And Dayton, Andon Carey, I guess, will step in. As this will be his first at bat since coming in. He came in after the 4th inning. Dayton, while he was in there, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. And the first pitch is a called strike to Andon. On deck is Chase Blue. And another one on the outside corner. Ben Graves he's been spotting that fastball in the outside corner all day long. Andon's got to protect in the hole 0-2. And a little breaking pitch is caught for strike 3.
Neat story kind of around Andon. So during the Cardinals game, I went up to say hi to his mom, Jessica, and his dad, Jeff. And Jessica's mom was there, 80 years old, never been to a Cardinals game. It was a bucket list item for her. So this is her first time in Busch Stadium and get to see her grandson play.
Line drive to left, and the left fielder moves over and makes the catch. That was Branham's well-struck ball, but had him played pretty well, moved over to his left a little bit, reached up and grabbed it for the out. So the Eagles had the leadoff hit by Doza, again the infield variety. He moves to second on an error, but left stranded there. No runs, 1 hit. Nobody left on base. There was 1 error. And as we go to the bottom of the 6th, it's 4-0 Lutheran South.
Coldwell Banker Reeves Realtor in Sullivan has a staff of agents with over 165 years of combined experience. Whether you're buying or selling, the knowledgeable professionals at Coldwell Banker Reeves Realtor will help guide you through this difficult process. They utilize all the modern tools available like CirclePix marketing, Facebook, and other social media platforms. Find out all the ways they can help by visiting the website at ColdwellBankerReeves.com. Call 573-468-4422 or stop by their new office at 400 Cumberland Way, Suite K in Sullivan.
All right, welcome back to Sullivan Eagle Baseball from Busch Stadium. Bobby D and John McReynolds coming to you today on KTUI 102.1 FM as the Lutheran South Lancers come to the plate in the bottom of the 6th inning. They are on top 4-0. Substitutions for the Eagles. We've got Dayton Skaggs back in behind the plate, and number 25 Isaiah Skaggs is now pitching. Drake Gower goes into first base. So Isaiah probably, let's see, they were hitting for Dylan Parker, so Isaiah will probably slide into that flex position, and Garner will stay as the DH. And it's only changes I see.
I think we got a few more, Bobby.
Yeah, I was trying to pick it up here.
So I've got Foster at third base, it appears.
Yeah, okay, that is 29 Foster.
And then we've got Seth Valley is now in center, and Doza is back in left now.
Okay, so we've got Doza, Valley, and Red still in right.
That's right.
Yeah, it's the thing. One thing about the Eagles that we've noticed, of course, all year is the versatility. A number of guys that can play multiple positions, because Skaggs and Schmidt, you could stick them anywhere you want to, and they'll do a fine job. You've got all these outfielders that you've got can play any outfield position.
That's right.
We've seen them switch around multiple times. You've got, got Garner can come in and play first. Parker can play first or third. I think we've even seen him at short once. So a lot of guys that can play a number of different positions, and that, it just gives you that much more flexibility.
That's right.
And let's see, stepping in, leading things off will be Jack Dalton. And first pitch was a foul ball. Next one outside for ball 1, so it's 1-1. Dalton, a right-handed batter on the day, 1 for 2 with a double and a fly ball to center. Isaiah Skaggs out there right now. Lefty with a pitch just above the zone for ball 2.
Yeah, I like this call, too, that Coach Whitson did, or Mel, who I don't know who handles the pitching rotation here, but bringing in Skaggs from the other side.
Ball hit deep into right field, going to foul territory, and just coming up a little short was Raiden Red.
But bringing Skaggs in behind Drake. Drake, big, tall righty, flamethrower. Skaggs, smaller, left-handed. It throws a little bit of stuff with a wrinkle in it, some junk, so it's a good way to throw the batters off for Lutheran South.
That one gets past Dayton and back to the screen. 3 balls and a strike, or 3-2, with Nathan Eichhorn in the on-deck circle. We haven't seen Lutheran South make as many changes as yet. They've stayed pretty much with the original 9 that started. And that one high for ball 4. So again, every inning today, Lutheran South has had the leadoff man on.
You could probably make the argument that's the story of this ball game.
Yeah.
The difference in this ball game. And by the way, we do have an arm up in the Lutheran South bullpen. They got a righty down there. Can't see the number, but we do have another arm for the Lancers getting loose.
I've got Gower at 84 pitches. He could go another one, possibly another inning. That gives him 21. He shows bunt, a great one, and put it in your pocket. Skaggs gets to it, throws. He
made
saved
it a lot closer.
I thought he had no chance to make that close, as the third baseman Foster was playing back, and he recognized that, laid it down, and the pitcher Skaggs got to it, and again almost got him at first. So this is number 26, first pinch hitter we've seen from them, Matt Heinlein.
Slides into the 8-hole here.
Okay, pinch hits in the 6th. Another bunt, and no play. Foster went back to the bag. Skaggs over to get to it. So a walk and a pair of bunt singles have lowered the bases with nobody out. And that'll bring in the right fielder, Michael Lind, who's struck out, got a base hit, and scored a run.
What's going on, man? Seen all kinds of familiar faces at the ballpark today.
So Isaiah Skaggs hit a big jam. First pitch tails outside for ball one to Lind. And you're back to the top of the order.
See a ground ball to one of our corner guys, come home with it and roll a pair.
Eagles have somebody up throwing in the dugout and the bullpen as well. Skaggs looks in, gets the sign. Curveball in for a called strike. Now we saw Isaiah get a lot of relief opportunities earlier in the year, especially during the time that Drake was down with that little bit of a tweak to the left shoulder. There's a little flare into left and making the running catch. Runner tags. Throw comes into third base as it should. Nice play out there in left by Doza. But it's a sac fly. He was on the run toward the line. And the RBI, the out. That'll score Dalton. Now we're back up to Connor Turbrock. And
he's gave us fits today, hadn't he?
3 for 3. A couple little bloop singles and then a hard grounder. Stolen 4 bases. And low and inside, a good job by Dayton shifting over, getting the glove on that one right at the feet of the batter. And a lot of times, and I've done it to Dayton, and I've done it even to some of the opposing catchers. A lot of games we've seen some pretty good catchers around the area. You know, Dayton does a great job. I complimented the Salem catcher after the game there on Saturday. There's a fly ball deep into right. Now coming in a step, catch is made. Runner tags from second going to third and no throw. So they finally got him out. It's 2 outs with the runner now at first and third. What I like to see is when, for catchers, when there's nobody on base and there's balls in the dirt, outside, inside, whatever, they're using the fundamentals. They're sliding the body over, trying to block it like they would if there's somebody on base. And I try to compliment them when I see them doing that with nobody on base.
Right.
They're going out there doing it the way they're supposed to be doing it all the time. Next pitch is a curveball, had him ducking and almost caught the inside corner. This is Henry Bumer.
So when I see Isaiah throwing to Dayton, of course they're brothers. I wonder how many times this has gone down in their backyard.
Oh, yeah.
Could they have ever dreamed that they do get to do this at Busch Stadium?
There's another hook in for a strike. Yeah, it's got to be a special moment for those two. That's probably why he put Dayton back in
right.
This half inning with Isaiah coming in to throw. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's 2 outs now, first and third. Another run in, runner goes, and a throw down. Oh, that little collision. The runner slid into the shortstop coming across and knocked the ball out of his hand. And he's a little shaken up. The run's going to come in to score. I don't know that you can give an error on that.
No, that's just a
stolen base.
And 2 stolen bases, I guess.
Yeah, actually with the. And there was a Ulrich that went up. The throw was a little bit on the first base side and a little high. And so he had to go up to try to catch that. And he tried to come down with the tag, and the runner was sliding at the same time. I think if he'd been able to hold on the ball, he'd been out.
I think so, too. I think the ball got him by a step and a half or 2, maybe. And
tried to tag him on the head as he was sliding by. And when the glove hit the helmet, it popped out.
Everything just got there all at the same time.
Yeah.
The runner, the fielder, the ball.
So another run scores. And we've got runner at second. So that's 2 runs in the inning. It's a 3-1 count now as the pitch is high and wide. Runner at second is Branham. He was going on the on the steal. The other runner didn't make a break for home even after the throw down. He didn't take off until the ball got away into left field. Ooh, nice pitch. Painted that outside corner to this left-handed batter, Henry Bumer. So it's 6-0 now. Eagles a little bit deeper hole to climb out of. And a nice curveball swing and a miss. And that's out number 3. Yeah, everybody's like,
we all forgot how to count to 3 the last couple innings, it seems like.
All right, so in the innings, 2 runs for the Lancers. There was 1, 2, Looks like just 2 hits and a walk, and 1 left on base, no errors. And as we go to the top of 7, it's 6-0 Lutheran South.
Hello, this is Cheyenne, the Treasury Management Specialist at Sullivan Bank. Our goal in the Treasury Management Department is to give your business a step up in business banking. We are committed to visiting your place of business to set up your products and provide training to your team. If you aren't sure what services could benefit you, we will walk you through our products and go over which ones make the most sense for your needs. We want you to focus on growing your business with the peace of mind that we will be there when you need us. Call us today to experience a step up in business service.
All right, so let's see. I don't know. I can't tell if Lutheran South has made any changes. It doesn't look like it. I think Graves is still going to go out there. They did have somebody warming up, but unless it's another tall, thin guy.
Still looks like Graves.
Yeah. So they do have another one of their pitchers is, Dalton pitches some. He's 6'4" and 200, first baseman. They've used a number of pitchers, but they've got 5 guys that throw the bulk of their innings. Kreitler, Branham, Jacob Cody, Graves, Jack Dalton, and Grant Blair. Those are the guys who've thrown the most innings. They've got probably, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 or 10 guys that have thrown less than 9 innings on the year in their total games. So much like the Eagles, they've used a lot of different pitchers.
I got Graves for 76. Is that what you have?
Add last inning. Yes. Yeah, 76. For the Eagles, it'll be Mitchell Garner. And he looks at, nope, excuse me, that's Isaiah Skaggs. So Skaggs came in, and he's in drop the DH, it looks like. So Isaiah Skaggs in this spot. He'll rope one into center, shallow, coming on. Then it drops in front of Floyd. So Isaiah Skaggs, a leadoff hit. There we go.
Something nice for a change.
Well, we haven't had, that's the first time we've had one of those today. So a leadoff bloop single, Isaiah Skaggs, and he'll stay over there. Nolan Ulrich back in that 7 spot. Alex Taves had 1 at bat in there. Ulrich 0 for 1 with a fly ball to right. Taves had a ground out to short. And low and outside for a ball to Nolan. Again, I'd like to welcome all of our folks listening in on the YouTube channel, our KTUI Live YouTube channel, just the audio there, of course. Ooh, Ulrich was trying to bunt that one and fouled it at the plate. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Eagles down 6-0 as they bat the top of the 7th inning. And I know they got these jerseys specifically for this game, but I just get the Busch Stadium patch on it. I'd like to see them keep these around. I kind of like those.
Yeah, they look pretty sharp.
That's a nice look. Next pitch, swung on, popped up on the infield, way up there. Up the shaft, as they say. Third baseman with the catch in fair territory. 1 out. And looks like Seth Valley is going to come in here. He had 1 at bat, ground out to third. Parsons had an at bat and had a fly ball to center. I'm not going to be too specific on my stats at the post game. I don't think we're going to have a chance to get the coach up here either. So first pitch is a ball to Seth Valley. Matter of fact, I don't know if he's got his phone with him, but I probably need to send him a text and let him know not to worry about trying to work his way through the jigsaw puzzle, through the maze to get up here.
I'm keeping the game here on Game Changer, the app, and I'm going to tell you right now, they did not design this app for a game like this.
For multiple substitutions.
Yeah.
Line drive into center. Floyd coming on, makes a diving catch, and he'll have a double play. Throw back to first as the runner thought that was going to get down, and Isaiah, he was almost at second base when that ball was caught. Great catch by Floyd in center, and then 8-3 on the double play Yeah, he made a full-out dive, went to a knee, reached out and caught it, and then the double play as he threw back to first for out number 3. So in the inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We played 6.5. Lutheran South with the lead, 6-0.
Peterson Oil Company in Sullivan knows you work hard for your money. That's why they're proud to offer the best prices in town. Say goodbye to overpriced heating bills and hello to savings that'll make you smile. Peterson Oil believes that quality and affordability go hand in hand with transparent pricing to ensure you get top-notch service without breaking the bank. Call 573-468-6600 and ask about Peterson's wallet-friendly options. Their friendly staff is ready to help you find the perfect plan that fits your budget and keeps your home cozy. Peterson Oil Company, where fair pricing meets your heating need.
All right, we head to the bottom of the 7th, and a new pitcher for Sullivan is number 2, Grant Hallmick. And as Gower still at first, Dayton Skaggs behind the plate. I think everything else has stayed the same unless we have a new third baseman. Yeah, I think maybe got a new right fielder. I think is that Mitchell Garner now at third?
Looks like him.
Yeah, looks like. I think
Schmidt's back at short.
Yeah, Schmidt's back at short.
Ulrich's at second.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see this though. I mean, it might make a mess of a scorebook, but this is what I hope to see today, and getting everybody in and some action.
As Coach mentioned in the pregame interview, he said a lot. The game situation is going to dictate a lot of it as to how early we get kids in. You're getting again here, which would be the last inning of a regulation game. You're going to play 9, and he started subbing early on. Again, it's you want to try and win the ball game, but as things are right now, the concern now is just basically getting people in the game. First pitch from Grant Hallmick is low for a ball, and this is Mac Floyd. He's gone all the way so far for Lutheran South. And swing and a miss. Good pitch there from Grant. Grant on the year. This is his 7th appearance, 1-0. Got 10 in the 3rd innings pitched. Leads back from a high inside delivery. Does Floyd. 2-1. Grant working quickly. He's 9 runs, 6 earned for 4.06 ERA. Chopper fair. It's just inside the line in the left field corner. A sliding stop there, but he's going to get into second easily. Makes a turn, wide turn.
Where's the ball?
Yeah, that got down the left field corner. I don't know if that was Doza down there.
I believe it is. Doza.
There was. Is that Valley over in right now?
Valley's in right. Yep.
Yeah.
Cam's in center.
Cam's back in center. But Doza got over there. Was roped down the left field line. He got over, sliding, trying to stop it. Hope it got away from him for just a little bit, but a leadoff double again. Every inning so far, Lutheran South has put the leadoff man on. And that brings up Vince Dalton. Dalton, the first baseman. He's gone all the way as well. First pitch from Hallmick is low and outside for a ball. Runner at second, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th, Lutheran South up 6-0. Grand pitch, high for ball 2. It's a 4.06 ERA. He has struck out 9, walked 5. Checking the runner at second. Schmidt trying to keep him close. There's a pitch off the end of the bat right to the third baseman. Garner looks him back to first, and then good base running play. Mitch didn't really have enough time to look him way back. He had a good secondary lead, and as soon as that ball left Mitch's hand, he was off for third base. So
yeah, everybody did.
Yeah,
all players did what they were supposed to do there. It was good baseball all the way around.
Just good speed out there by Floyd. Center fielder, you expect him to have some good speed, and he just beat the throw back. So the ground out for out number 1. And that pitch is a little bit low and outside. This is number 29, Keegan Kreitler, the second baseman. And this is his 4th at bat, a walk, a single, and a strikeout. 1 for 2. A run scored. Ground ball off the hands to the shortstop. Runner will come home. Schmitty over to first in time for the out. He gets the RBI. Again, does his job. 6-3. Got him tied up, and he put the ball in play and allowed the runner to come in and score, and Jack Dalton will step in. Dalton had a double and left-stranded in the second. Fly ball to center in the fourth. Walked and scored a run in the sixth. Batting here in the seventh. He gets one high and deep to left, and that's going to go foul.
Had the distance, I think.
I think it would have been close. It might have, if it had been straight, it might have hit one of those little signs above the wall. But he got a pitch out over the plate and turned on it, and just foul.
Deepest ball we've seen hit today.
Oh, yeah, by far.
Got his hands through the zone, yanked it down the line, and I don't know what you think, 10 feet foul or something?
Oh, yeah, it was
maybe a little more.
That one right off the handle, knocked down by Hallmick. He'll throw over to first, so a nice recovery there. And that's out number 3, 1-3 on the putout. But a run scores, a leadoff double. Was advanced with a ground out, scored on a ground out. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. And as we go to the 8th, it's 7-0 Lutheran
STR
South.
Technologies is a full-service IT consulting firm serving Sullivan and surrounding areas, specializing in helping businesses with as few as 15 computers up to several hundred. STR Technologies has been managing thousands of computers for many area companies since 2006. With expertise in cybersecurity, disaster recovery, cloud migration, and everything in between, STR has the experience you need to ensure your business is safe, secure, and productive. Call STR at 844-787-3278 or visit strtechnologies.com.
Well, looks like for the 8th, they are going to go to a new pitcher for Lutheran South and try to catch a number here. That's
32.
32, and that will be Chris Heinlein. He pinch hit, I think, an inning or so ago. He pinch hit for Nolan Branham back in the 6th, and he comes in to pitch here in the 8th. So we've got number 32. And let's see, Mr. Heinlein, second appearance of the year. He's pitched 1 inning and basically has no stats. He's walked 1. Has not given up a hit or a run. So this is his second appearance of the year. Well, no. They're walking him off. Did he hurt himself? I think he did. They're walking him off to the dugout to get checked out. Coach is coming out there. The catcher's out there. The umpire's over there.
I hope he's okay.
Well, yeah, he was just warming up.
Hey, you know, a lot of times when a guy hurts his arm throwing, you can tell if it's an elbow or a shoulder by the way they're kind of holding their arm. And he didn't seem to have any of that going on. I wonder if there was a cut or maybe he had blood on his. And he's still standing down there in the dugout with his arms crossed. I'm kind of curious as to what went on there.
This is that 19?
I haven't seen the number yet. Lefty.
I thought I saw 19. This would be Mason Bashir's if it is. Wait and see. We still haven't seen him turn his back toward us. It'll be Cam Koch leading it off for the Eagles. 9-1-2. Now it's something that ends in 2.
Yeah. I was going to say 12, but 12's catching.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 22. We have a 22 roster.
Yeah, that's Nathan Eichhorn. But Eichhorn is listed at 5'6", and I know that kid's bigger than 5'6".
He's a pretty good-sized lad.
I heard they made an announcement, but I didn't hear the name. They were playing the music at the same time, and so they're letting him Well, I don't know.
That look awful lot like a 12 to me.
Yeah, I think so.
That's not the same catcher. And the catcher that we had was not a lefty.
No.
So this must be a JV kid, I'm guessing. Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea.
Not that it really matters right now.
It doesn't.
Not that it really matters. So Cam Koch will lead it off. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a walk and a base hit. First pitch he sees is high and outside for a ball. That's all that matters. Koch. Let's see. Schmidt's out. Schmidt's back in, so he'll bat next. Lefty winds and fires and took a little something off of that high pitch, and Cam was way out in front, over the top. Yeah, it's number 12. But look up on the board there. I probably should have done that earlier.
Oh, duh, yeah.
Yeah. Chopper to third, and a foul ball called by the field ump. Ryan Oakenfuss down there. Once it gets past the bag, it's the field ump's call.
Yeah, and it's something that you don't get to see every day at a high school game. Have a full four-man crew.
Yeah, I like that. Like I say, you got a couple of umpires that are familiar with Sullivan. You got a couple from the St. Louis area that have probably done some Lutheran South games or are familiar with the team, and they've split them up, and I think they've done a good job.
I think so.
Yeah. And that one low, a little back foot slider.
I don't know this to be true, Bobby, but I'm assuming that each team had to bring 2 umps. I'm assuming.
That's the way I understood it.
Okay.
That's the way I understood it, and I don't know if they something to check with Coach on if they asked the players, if they had anybody in particular. There's a foul ball, and catcher calls for it, and makes a great catch.
Very athletic.
Reaches way back over his head again. It did the same thing to him that it did to Dayton Skaggs earlier, as it drifted back toward the field of play, and he was able to reach way back over his head and make a great grab. So a foul pop up to the catcher, route number 1, and it'll be Caden Smith. Yeah, that's why I wish we would have had a Lutheran South roster.
Yeah.
But I know they've got one up in the big press box with the U-man, Mr. Hewlett, PA announcer. First pitch is a ball to Caden Smith. This is first at bat. There's the wind and the pitch. Goes after a high one, bounces it back to the screen. 1-1. And looks like Landon Doza's on deck. Yeah, this is one of those games where you would have liked to have a scorebook about
on 11 by 17.
11 by 17, yeah. With about 25 slots in it here, about 3 per batter, and that still would have been full. Base hit to center.
Attaboy.
Nice job. Oh, it gets by the center fielder. Caden stopped at first, but he'll make it easily to second base. So Caden, he's pumped up. Yeah, look at him.
Get him going.
There we go. A little fire down
That's
there in
right.
the dugout. I gotta get him going.
I was saying it earlier in the game. Caden's he has a love for this game. I had the pleasure and honor of coaching him for a couple seasons, and he shows up every day ready to go. Just wants to be on that field.
Now, he had stopped at first, just kind of expecting it to be a routine play. It's a new center fielder. It's not Mac Floyd. We don't have a number. So they are going to let number
27.
Oh, that's a different.
We may not have names and numbers.
Let me see. I'll have to do some digging here. I've got to. So, because they brought everybody. I mean, freshmen. The 8th grade water boys. The fastball high for a ball, and this is Landon Doza batting. That much I know. So runner at second, 1 out, 1 ball, no strike to count. And, this has just got varsity and JV. It doesn't have freshmen.
Well, I saw a few guys running around before the game, and I noticed their numbers were 70 and 98, 99. And
I don't know if I have a...
And I don't know that we've got those, so apologies to different numbers, here at Bush. And
swing and a miss on a nice curveball. Yeah, all they have, we just normally do the varsity games, and the JV is there, so they have a varsity JV roster. We don't normally do freshman games. They keep a separate roster page for them. Another curveball stays outside and high. And again, some of the JV and freshman guys have the same number as some of the varsity guys, so they may have, worn different jerseys for this. It's a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Make it ball 4 as Landon Doza draws the walk, so first and second now.
Looks like Dylan Parker's going to get him an at-bat.
Dylan Parker is going to hit here for Drake Gower. Gower was 1 for 3 on the day.
We got a pinch runner coming in at first.
That'll be number
90.
Okay.
97. He's a defensive end.
Yeah. 98, I think, was. I saw one of the kids wearing a 98. Like I say, I don't have a freshman roster, and I don't particularly know right now where I could go online real quick and find one. But a strike to Dylan Parker.
Yeah, actually, that is 98.
Yeah. I did see one of the kids while we were getting equipment and stuff earlier. I saw somebody, there's a 70, there's a 98, and a few other, like spring training numbers. That pitch is outside for a ball to Dylan Parker.
Well, the sun went down and getting dark.
Clouds
and a
moved in.
Little breeze blowing, getting a little cool.
Yeah, temperature says 69, but there's a ball to the left. That'll drop for a base hit. Way to go, Dylan. And they will hold the runner at third. Ball comes in off the cutoff man. The pitcher was the cutoff man, or no, third baseman. Yeah. Third baseman is now number 6 for Lutheran South, and that is Brody Slinkard. All right, so Dayton Skaggs will bat. And got a couple strikeouts and a ground out. He, as the bases loaded, 1 out. Boy, I'd like to see Dayton come up with something here for his confidence as well as the team. Pitch sails high for a ball. Yeah, he needs to get a little something going positive for him. As of late, he's been in a bit of a slump. And late swing on a high fastball, up and away.
A lot of times, though, when you get a guy that can feel that he's not doing what he ought to be doing, you start pressing a little bit.
Yeah,
it just gets a little deeper and a little tougher each time. So he needs to trust himself, trust his swing. He knows the game, and just make it simple. Make it simple.
Late swing on a pitch that broke low and away, so it's 1-2. And again, I think right now, I think you're right, John. I think it's kind of up between the ears right now.
Yeah.
Because that pitch was way outside. That's his third strikeout of the day.
He wants it more than anybody I know.
So Nathan McReynolds now will get an at bat. So a lot of these guys, this is their second time on the re-enter. And the first pitch is a ball to Nathan.
Let's see if we can wipe that 0 off of that run call out there for us here.
That'd be, again, a huge boost for the team. Everybody takes their leads. Ground ball, just foul. Ooh.
That'd have been two up there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. To quote Brad Thompson, for sure. I guess it's just a broadcaster in me. I sit home and listen to these guys, and I'm like, Brad, you're not a Valley boy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just for sure. I'm like, come on, Brad. I mean, I know we've all got our little idiosyncrasies, but that's he takes it to an extreme sometimes, I think.
Yeah. And you see.
But I enjoy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I enjoy listening to Brad.
Great personality.
Yeah.
And it's a guy that when you watched him play and pitch, I never thought he was going to be in the booth. I never pegged him to do that.
No. There's a windup in the pitch. Ball into center field, and that's going to burn the center fielder. That's hit well, and that'll score 3. That'll score 3. Parker comes around, and Nathan's going for third. The throw comes home.
A triple.
There you go. Hey, all right. So he took the highlight away from you, Dad.
Yeah, he did. And I'm going to go out on a limb. Well, Big Brother probably hit a triple or two. That didn't happen for me too often, but attaboy.
And I think I heard Mama yelling, too.
She may have yelled just a little bit. I see grandmas are up down there with the phone up and videoing and high-fiving. And
I bet Big Brother probably had a little, and Big Sister probably had a little. little screamer and a holler in there, too. Well, it's 7-3 now, and runner at third for the Eagles. And pitches low and kept at the plate. This is 21, and normally 21 is Malin Foster. But I don't know
I don't think that's him.
Is that Caden Woodruff?
Yeah, but I think that's correct.
I think that's Caden Woodruff. Late swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. So that was, I'm just going to, I don't know where I'm going to write this.
Yeah, I really think I'm going to start looking at the big screen up there. We have a better idea. Maybe catch a last name so we can start using some names for some of these guys.
Pitches low for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. So this is, again, I believe this is Caden Woodruff. Late swing and a miss. 2-2 to count. I'm glad it's not me that's got to go through and put the stats in on this game.
Yeah.
Ooh, I did miss by much. That was a tough, either a good take or a tough take, because I think it was pretty much at the mercy of the umpire on that one.
Yeah, that definitely could have gone either way.
Yeah, just off the corner outside, 3-2 pitch, and a chopper towards short. Third baseman cuts in front, throws on the run, gets him. Nice play by the shortstop. But a good at bat there by Caden Woodruff. 6-3 on the putout. Route number 3, but the Eagles get on the board. They score 3 runs on 1, 2. Let's see. Yeah, 2 hits and a walk. Yeah, 2 hits and a walk, I guess. No. Yeah, 3 hits, sorry. So 3 hits and a walk. And there was 1 man left on base as we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 7-3 Lutheran South.
Hanson Title Company has been serving the Franklin County area since 1865, providing their customers with high-quality service, reliable data, and quicker turnaround times to save you money. Hanson Title is the only title company in Franklin County that has their own title plant, and they have offices in Union, Sullivan, and Washington. Services include title insurance, title searches, construction dispersing, and 1031 tax-deferred exchanges. For any and all of your title needs, call Hanson Title Company at 468-2640 or in Union 636-583-2516.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely Caden.
All right, Caden Smith will now come into the ball game to pitch for the Eagles. He had a nice little relief outing down at the Salem tournament. Came in, relieved Parsons and threw 2 innings. Threw well.
Something cool about Caden, Bobby. I coached him for a couple summers of the Legion program. And he's like, hey, Coach, he's like, you know I can throw left-handed, pitch left-handed too? I'm like, no, you cannot. He jumped down there in the bullpen, turned around left-handed, and started grooving strikes. I almost want to get that kid a 6-fingered glove and let him go switch
back and forth.
And forth. It would be so neat to see. But, yeah, he's something. And we got Landon Bonney over at first base now, too. I know there's probably some other changes. I know that's Bonney. It still looks like Ulrich's back at short. I'm going off of your blue sunglasses thing. 27 is now playing second base.
That's the unknown that we had at the plate last inning.
We're gonna say Woodruff. Is that Woodruff?
Well, Woodruff was 21.
21.
Yeah, Bonney is 33.
48 up here today. 48, 46.
Who's that? Is that Taves behind the plate?
That is Alex behind the plate.
Yeah, that's Alex Taves. I know he catches some in JV, I believe.
Yep.
So for the Lutheran South Lancers, leading off will be number 15, and that is Nolan Belval, B-E-L-B-A-L. Smith's first pitch to him bounces in for a ball. So number 15. Belval, pinch hitting in the 8th. Next is in low for ball 2. Yeah, the scorebook
it's a mess.
It's pretty trash
it's
right
a mess.
now. Swing and a miss. Not so much on the Lutheran South side. They haven't. I would imagine here we talked. You get through 7, and then you'll start making some. You'll start throwing the subs in there. They went through their starter bunch pretty much the first 7, and Sullivan got to it a little bit earlier. There's a pitch low and outside for ball 3. So, again, apologize ahead of time. We don't, like I said, I don't have the freshman roster or all these different numbers that these guys are wearing today. We'll. Ooh, that pitch that almost hit him in the chin. And he able to get a bat on it and foul it back. Self-preservation there. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Leadoff batter in the 8th. He did hit him off the bat and hit him in the side of the face. Well, Taves is going to go out and talk to Smith, and the home plate umpire is going to give the batter just a little bit of time there. Yeah, they show the replay, and that up and in, and he swung, and he just hit the handle of the bat and ticked up and hit him in the right side of his face.
It looks like he's no worse for the wear.
Yeah, he'd be all right. He didn't go down or anything. He just kind of stood there and shook it off. Low and outside for a ball, and again.
Oh,
he threw the bat.
The bat touched the grass, and he
got the buzzer.
Got the buzzer.
Yep. Please don't throw the bats. So this is number 34. Kaplan's the last name. I don't have a first name.
Smith starts out the AB with a painted corner on the outer half there.
No balls in a strike. Runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down. One hops in, and he's able to slide in safely, as that was bell ball. So 0-2 the count with the runner at second down, nobody out. All 8 innings, Lutheran South has put their leadoff man on base. And 1, 2, 3, 5 times they've come in to score. Ball hit foul down the right field line.
That sounds about right statistically.
Yep.
I mean, about what you hear. I mean, leadoff walks and errors with 2 outs always seem to come back to haunt you.
Yep. A couple of Lutheran South guys running around the warning track, hitting probably to the bullpen. They do have a pitcher throwing down there, a right-hander. Caden Smith on the mound for the Eagles, working from the stretch with the runner at second. He'll bring it home. 0-2 curveball is blocked by Taves, kept right there at the plate.
Looks like he's been catching his whole life the way he got out there and put a body on that one.
Yeah, I was talking to him down below earlier, and he says he really enjoys catching.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with the Dayton Skaggs graduating, runner starts, stops, comes back, a little flare down the right field line. It's going to go foul. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Alex Taves in the mix for the catching spot next year.
Yeah, you got Andon Carey. It's going to factor in that too, and it's what I've always told my boys. There's a pitch on the missed out for another ball, taking the count to 2-2. But I told my boys, I said, hey, as this freshman, I said, when the coach comes and say, hey, what position you play, you tell him you hit. I hit, and if you swing it, you'll see the dirt.
Yeah,
So
again, runner a little stop and start. Another foul ball flared off the screen and behind the tarp off to the right side. So a good battle here by Mr. Kaplan.
My point being is, you got a couple of options back there. I think whoever's getting it done with the bat is going to be your answer.
I think, ball popped up, and it's going to be caught by the shortstop. So 1 out in the inning on the pop up to short. And let's see. I don't know if that's Nolan Ulrich out there now or not. So we've got a next batter is a pinch hitter. Ivan Werner will be hitting in the 9 spot for Michael Lind, right-handed batter. Tall young man. Runner at second, 1 out now, and he's got a big lead. Caden steps, throws back there. Ooh, he just beat it. Throw was a little bit on the first base side of the bag. Second baseman was right there, and he was able to reach over, but runner beat the tag. So we got Landon Bonney at first base. The Eagles will try to fill in the rest of the infield. Line drive in the right center field is going to get down for a hit, and that will score a run. And the batter going for second, and not in time, as it was well placed between the outfielders. By the time they got there, he was hustling right out of the box. And so Werner with the double and an RBI. So this is Cannon French. Hitting here in the 8th inning with a run in, runner at second, and Caden's pitch is high for a ball. Runner takes his lead. Ball in the air to center field. Center fielder slips, recovers, and drops it. Runner tags and is going to go to third base. And both runners will, the batter will go to second. Who?
Is that Dylan Jones?
I can't tell. I can't see a number from here. So he slipped initially, but recovered. Got out there, and it was in his glove. But dropped for an error, so an E8 allows runner to go to second. So it's second, third, one out with a run in.
Got our trainer Mateo looking at a.
I think the Lutheran South player may have did something to his hamstring. He's limping off. He was kind of caught in between out there. He was going to go back and tag up, and then I think he slipped a little bit as he tried to make a turn.
I think he's holding up his right hand. I almost wonder if he's cut.
I don't know.
Acting like he might be bleeding or something.
So number 6, Brody Slinkard.
Oh, he's got he dislocated his pinky.
Ouch.
You know, just look up there on the big screen. He's holding it up. That thing's kicked off at like a 30-degree angle. Oh, man.
If he had a head-first slide.
And he was smiling.
Yeah, tough kid.
He was smiling about it.
Running will be number 20, Jacob Cody, running at third base for Werner. And now batting is Brady Slinkard. He had come in defensively, I think, last inning at first base. So second, third, again, one out, and a ball hit into right. It's going to drop in for a hit. Score one. They're going to send the second runner, and the ball will come into second base. So 2 more will score. So a 2 RBI hit by Brody Slinkard. And it's a 10-3 score. 27, I think they said Drew Smith. Again, this is a bunch of freshmen. None of these are on the roster that I have printed out offline. So they're getting to Caden Smith a little bit here. Little curve ball hit the shortstop, slowly hit, and safe at second base. The ball was hit too slow, and by the time they made the throw to the base, he was safe. So a fielder's choice.
Well, Caden, you know, he's getting a little bit frustrated out there, but he shouldn't be. He's doing his job. He's throwing strikes, and if you throw strikes and you're around the plate, they're gonna put the bat on the ball.
Well, you know, you get 2 runs run earned because of the error in center field.
Yep.
I mean,
he needs to just stay after it and do what he's doing. Just keep filling it up.
That play there is one that, you know, it should be made. The shortstop stay back on it. Slowly hit ball like that, even if you're going to make the play at first, you're going to charge that.
I mean, I can't think that good hag. Foul ball, strike one. I can't think that a major league grass infield plays all that much differently than turf that they're used to playing on, but it's got to play a little bit slower.
Oh, yeah.
At least a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, the turf at Sullivan is springy and pretty fast. Ground ball past the third baseman into left field. And they're going to hold the runner. He had a little stutter step round in the bag. May have actually missed it. He took a pretty sharp angle. And so the bases will be loaded now. And, again, just one out. And a couple of misplays defensively by the Eagles are costing Caden Smith. 25, Michael Marsek. The 25 or 26?
25.
25, yeah. First pitch is blocked by Alex Taves in the dirt.
Oh, we got a hard stop for time, it sounds like.
Yeah, they said 9 innings or 2.5 hours. There's just 15 minutes left. There's a wild pitch. That'll score 1. Bounce that one a little short.
Well, you got to think, too, we're here. This is the bottom of the 8th, right? So,
yeah,
we'll hit in the top of the 9th, and
that'll be it.
That would be it. So.
Yeah, so, and Coach is going to go out. Coach Whitson's going to go out and make a visit here for with Caden Smith, and I don't know if this is to make a pitching change. I didn't look to see if anybody was warming up.
It looks like it.
Yeah, he's going to. Coach pats him on the shoulder. Caden returns the favor, and it's going to be Malin Foster, I believe.
I think you're right.
Yeah, 29, Malin Foster. He threw his varsity debut down at the Farmington Woodbat tournament. I think it was in that game at Farmington on the Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Either that or the second game at North County. I can't remember which. But, you know, I thought all in all he threw pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, even here, he's watching the first few warm-up pitches. Good velocity, right in the zone, and we about hit an up. Taze throwing the ball back to Foster, and had his head down doing some paperwork.
Yeah.
And about got one.
Yeah, it went over Foster's glove, and yeah, the base umpire at second about caught one on the foot. Yeah, I thought Malin he threw well. I don't know if I've got that game here in this book or not. I probably do. I'm on my second book of the year. Let's see. It wasn't against North County, so it had to be against Farmington. Yeah, he threw 3 innings in that game in relief of Dayton Skaggs, who started. Dayton gave up a couple of runs. They got to him a little bit in 1 inning, but he stuck it out. There were a couple of errors in there. It wasn't all his fault, but all in all, I thought he battled. I think he gave up maybe 5-6 runs. Probably 3 of them were earned. So, but he showed some promise.
Yep.
And a timeout again called is.
Like, hey, man, what do you throw?
Yeah. Do I know you?
Yeah.
My name is, but I'm sure he's caught Foster before. They just want to make sure they're on the same page with runners at second, third. And that pitch is outside for a ball, and this is, 25 Marsick. And ball 4. He came in with a 2-0 count. So walk loads the bases again.
Looking ahead, Bobby, I just pulled the calendar up. It looks like this week we've got, DeSoto Tuesday?
DeSoto at home on Tuesday.
That's the last game.
Last regular season game, and then they'll be off until Monday the 13th, the semifinals of the districts.
Right.
They'll play either St. Clair or St. James.
Right.
Those 2 teams will play on Saturday up at St. Clair. Ball outside.
And it looks like we've got our district dinner tomorrow night out at Heartland Farms. Get the boys out there, and kind of something we always do with the team. Get ready for districts with a good meal and good fellowship.
Ben Combs is the batter. Fouls one back to the screen. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. The 9th batter of the inning. And after that, I don't even know if I'm going to write this stuff down.
I couldn't even try. I can't keep up.
I'm not going to try to.
I'm living in the moment.
And there's a line drive, 1 hopper to the second baseman. He'll throw to short for 1. No, back to first, not in time. Ball gets away, and run's going to score. So a fielder's choice ground out. The Marsick was out for 6. Again, a little indecision, and then an error on the shortstop. The 6 allows 2 more runs to score. 6 runs in the inning. It's now 13-3. And that hit him. Number 28. I don't have a 28. So, and he threw the bat.
He got dinged.
Yep, he threw the bat into the dirt, in the grass.
It's just habit.
Yeah, I mean, it is. You don't have that restriction when when they're playing wherever.
Right.
So a hit by pitch. Runners at first and second now.
Tays with another good stop back there. Slid way out. Left-handed batter's box. Get a body on that one.
This is number 19. Again, it's Mason Bashirs. But again, I'm not going to bother writing his name down the book because I don't have room anymore. That pitch inside for ball 2. So we got a runner at first and second. There are 2 outs in the inning. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. And Caden Smith still out there, started the inning and given up 6, but hasn't had a lot of help. They've had some solid hits. It's not like it's been cheap and everything like that. They've had some solid hits, but again, you have a lot of young guys out there in the field right now that may be a little bit overwhelmed by the situation that they're in. And
awful big stage for a young man to be on.
And that's how you learn. You get out there in the big stage, the pressure, and it forces you to execute. There's a pitch on the outside corner. Nice pitch from Malin Foster, who's come in the ball game for Caden Smith. He's been in the last couple of batters. From the belt, check of the runners. 3-1 delivery, high and wide for a ball. And that'll load the bases.
Looks like they're letting their starting pitcher get an AB, and I don't think that this happens too often from the sounds of things.
Yeah. Graves will re-enter and swing the bat. Let's see if I can find him on the roster here. And Foster sails that one high and wide for a ball. I think on the stats I have, this is his first at bat of the year. And he lines one into right field for a base hit. That you can tell by the reaction of the dugout. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Trail runner goes over to third.
Well, we might get to the 15 minutes before we get to the
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. If this continues, we may not. They'll finish this inning and the Sullivan won't bat. It's you got the run rule.
Yeah, we're past that.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're probably going to let them play it out. There's a curveball that misses inside, and this is number 20, Jacob Cody. It's the 13th man to come to the plate in the inning. Runner takes a big lead at first, foul ball. No, it gets away on a swing and a miss, and they'll throw it to the plate. And the runner is safe. So wild pitch.
Run number 9 for this half inning for Lutheran South.
Been a long one. They haven't put that last run up on the board yet. Scoreboard operators having trouble keeping up. Swinging a miss.
He took a hack.
Wow. Cody, he came out of his shoes on that one.
And his helmet. I was about to say, you hear him come out of his shoes. He came out of his shoes and his helmet. He took a rip.
He was, I think, 1 foot was off the ground, I think, when he swung the bat that time. And he throws one low and away, holds up, 3-2.
And why not? Let it eat. Go for it.
You're up 15-3. You're playing at Busch Stadium. What the heck, right? Runner at second. There are 2 outs. Let's see if the Eagles can get out of this. Nope, it's outside for ball. That's 3-2. Malin can make a pitch here. Foul ball off the third base side. Yeah, I'm going to forgo my usual stat recap at the end of this game.
You'd have to be Rain Man.
I'd have to start my commercial list over and go through half of it to have enough time to sort all this out. Because there's some of them I haven't.
Give him the call, Blue.
Oh boy,
give it to him, man.
Oh man, that was close. Golly, I mean, come on. They still have 15 to. I got 9 runs in the inning. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the only whoever bat in the 5th hole, I think that was Marsick. He was forced out on a ground ball. He's the only batter that's come to the plate that hadn't scored this inning. Pitch high and inside, leans back from that one. And again, this is 19 Mason Bashirs. Excuse me. Check of the runner at second. Now runner leads off of first. Pitch is outside. Tabe's able to slide over and block it.
I'll bet you we've got a hard stop when that 15-minute.
I can guarantee you.
I'll bet you it's done. Shake them up. Let's go.
That buzzer goes off at 15. That's the ball game. Mr. Hewlett will let us know that. There's a chopper. Pass the pitcher to the shortstop. Gloves. Throws to first, and the third out of the inning is made. There we go. Well, you got to give the Eagles, these guys, credit for battling through this. It wasn't the best of innings. Let's see, 9 runs. There we go. They just called the ball game. They say 15-3. I've got it 16, but yep. 2, 4, 6, 7, and 1. Yeah, I've got 16. Yep. So anyway, that's what I'm going to write down, no matter what they've got up there on the board. So final 16-3. Let's see. They had in that inning 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 hits in that inning. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walks. No, 5 hits and 4 walks. They left 2 on base, and there was 2 errors. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 hits. So 16 runs, 15 hits. And let's see, they committed 1 error and left on base 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 left on base. So 16 runs, 15 hits, an error, and 7 left on base for Lutheran South. Eagles scored 3 runs, all there in the 8th inning on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. They committed 4 errors and left 2, 3, 4, 5 on base. So we're going to take a final commercial break, and then we'll come back and wrap it up after you hear these messages.
Get a washer that helps you handle your laundry all in one place. Pre-wash items right inside the washer using the built-in water faucet to help remove loose soils. Save a step by soaking and washing in one cycle. When the 30-minute pre-soak option is finished, the wash cycle starts automatically.
For mattresses, furniture, flooring, and appliances, see the folks at Jerry's TV and Home Furnishings at 375 West Springfield in Sullivan, or call 468-4300. Dace Insurance is a full-service independent insurance agency with 35 years of experience serving the needs of over 5,000 individuals and families and 300 businesses in our area. Dace Insurance is an agency you can depend on with proven professionals, honest, fair, and interested in the needs of the people they serve. Sharon Dace and her staff don't work for an insurance company. They work for you with home, life, auto, and commercial policies tailored for you. Dace Insurance, located at 602 North Franklin in Cuba and 47 East Springfield in Sullivan.
Bugsy's in Sullivan is your locally owned and operated ZX gas station and convenience store. Bugsy's is located on the South Service Road in Sullivan and is an easy place to stop on your way to almost anywhere. They have the best coffee and the best soda fountain in town. And whether you're driving a motorhome or a subcompact, you can get into the car wash behind Bugsy's, and the automatic car wash has several options for either a soft touch or a touchless wash. Bugsy's ZX on the South Service Road between the overpasses in Sullivan.
You deserve extraordinary care close to home. From primary care to advanced specialties right here in Sullivan. And access to all that BJC Healthcare has to offer. We're here to provide the care you need. Missouri Baptist Sullivan Hospital and BJC Healthcare. Care that is comprehensive, coordinated, and completely about you. Learn more at MissouriBaptistSullivan.org.
Here. All right, and we are back at Busch Stadium. Bobby D. and John McReynolds on KTUI 102.1 FM, Sullivan, Missouri. Eagles have lost it to the Lutheran South Lancers, but wasn't the best ball game in the world, but a great experience. And Coach did a great job, I think, of getting just about everybody out there on the field. Final line score of the ball game, 16 runs, 15 hits and errors, 7 left for the Lancers. For the Eagles, 3 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors, and 5 left on base. So they'll enjoy this one, pack it up, they'll head home, and they'll be able to tell all their friends at school tomorrow that, hey, guess what I did yesterday.
They had a lot of their friends from school in these
stands.
They were
here, yes, they did. That was great. We mentioned earlier on the support of the committee. That's much appreciated. John, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate you sitting in. Enjoyed having you with me. Thanks to Sam Scott back at the studio for running the board and getting us up on YouTube. We'll be back, hopefully, weather permitting, on Tuesday at home against DeSoto, but right now that's not looking too promising.
Yeah, yep.
But if they play the game, we'll be there. And thanks for listening in. Appreciate all of our sponsors that make the broadcast possible each and every time we're out here. Thanks to you for listening in. And until hopefully Tuesday at home against DeSoto, Bobby D saying so long from Busch Stadium.
We hope you have enjoyed today's coverage of Sullivan High School sports on KTUI Radio. Today's game was brought to you in part by Coldwell Banker Reeves Realtors, Sullivan Bank, Merrimack Tire, Missouri Baptist Sullivan Hospital, Strasser Senior Services, STR Technologies, Hanson Land and Title Company, Dace Insurance, Bugsy's ZX Convenience Store, Peterson Oil Company, and Jerry's RCA. It's time now to send it back to the Sullivan Bank Studios at KTUI Radio as we resume our regular programming.